So, y'all, this is random as fuck, right? I didn't announce it. I know y'all know I treat y'all bad as far as making announcements and shit like that. It's been a while. I haven't been live on YouTube and I don't even know exactly how long, but it has been a while. I'm gonna give people time to come in here, make some announcements. Y'all be patient. I gotta get back reacclimated to how all this shit even work. Let me make sure. Yeah, see. No, we ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna share this out real quick. Let people know where we are. As y'all can see by the title, we dealing with the Ice Age. Not the dinosaur shit, the new shit, and all the conversations that are happening around immigration and what that means and where black people fit into all of this equation, at least where people are trying to put us in this equation. We gonna talk about all of that. Y'all know how I gets it in. Well, damn, let me see. All right, do that. I'm gonna give people time to get in here. We gonna get started. Let me share this shit everywhere. Y'all let me know if you can hear me clearly in the comments. If you can see me clearly. Come on. All this extra shit. Come on. Let me know if everything is sounding good and y'all can see me clearly. And then we're going to jump right into it. I ain't going to give people no whole long time to get in here. Can y'all hear? Yes and yes. Okay. I appreciate the feedback in the comments. Put the word out. Let people come in here. Y'all, it's been a while, but right now, what we are experiencing over, at least here in Charlotte, North Carolina, it has been snowing like a motherfucker. So people are snowed in. People snowed in, stuck in the house. I figured I would come in here. People been telling me to get my ass back on here. I had a brother hit me up the other day, and he was like, I think you've been letting niggas coon in peace long enough. Like, it's time for you to stop letting people coon in peace. Because y'all know that's what I've been saying. I ain't been wanting to bother folk. I'm leaving folk alone. Black people, when it comes to liberation, a lot of times it's like an inconvenience to them. Like, they don't really want to hear that shit. They don't want to talk about this shit. They don't want to hear about it. And y'all know I'm pretty abrasive with my message. Like, it's pretty, it's pretty in there. So this brother was like, nah. And people been hitting me up. So I may start to get back on here more regularly, depending on, how I feel like people are actually taking the message now. Y'all know, if you've been fucking me for a while, I've been here. Before all this new, content that people are creating, I've been in here. When this shit wasn't popular, ain't no bagging and no shit like that. I've been in here. And I've been active on Facebook. Kind of, typing out my shit. Still saying what I have to say, but I've been doing it on Facebook. So if you're not on my Facebook page, come over there. I'm over there every day getting it in. So follow me across the social media platforms. Yeah, I'm here. Y'all see it. Y'all know, put a beat 1, 2, 3 in the chat for me. Y'all know that's the set. That's what we doing. I appreciate my pride for joining me. And I'm using the word pride as to, how lions are. Well, I don't want no sheep. I want all lions and lionesses. We not doing nothing else. So I'm going to deem anybody that fuck with me my pride. That's how we going to do it. That's exactly how we going to do it. I'm not going to do family and fam and gang, twin, pride. That's where I'm at with it. All right. I think it's been 4 minutes. So let me just go ahead and get started, y'all. We're going to have a conversation about what's going on with immigration. First and foremost, shout out to Team Rob. Y'all already know what the fuck it is. Black first, second, and third. All right. So listen, if you've been paying attention to the climate right now and what's going on with ICE and them out here knocking white folk off like it's, they really don't give a fuck. They're knocking white people off if they're trying to impede on, protest against. In the way, they knocking the motherfuckers off. And now everybody's clutching their motherfucking pearls, acting like they've never seen anything like this in their life. look at this. What the fuck is going on out here? Now, if you're black, you know damn well this is not no new shit. Now, one of the things that black people I'm noticing that we're doing, though, is trying to carry water for other groups of people. The would be black and brown coalition. If you've been paying attention, you know that that is a fallacy. In the title, it's a fucking fallacy. That's not a real thing. Now you got Mexicans out here, the so-called Hispanics and Mexicans and all these motherfuckers are sitting around acting like they just been riding with us the whole time. We owe them our liberation even. They helped us get off of the plantations. They are the reason that we are free. These motherfuckers are creating a history that does not exist at all. But they want us to feel like we owe it to them to stand around outside and protest. And many black people do. Y'all seen that little dust up with the Black Panther Party, or the group that was or said they was the Black Panther Party. They end up having to change their name to the Black Lion Party because the actual members of the chapters of the Black Panther was like, no, we didn't say nothing about standing outside for immigration practices and policies. We still trying to get our shit straightened out. Like, we not splitting attention to, like, no, that don't make no motherfucking sense, right? And there are many black people that are upset. That feels like it's our fight. They saying shit like, well, you know they gonna come after us next. And I don't know what the fuck they've been paying attention to, but we was first. What do you mean they're gonna come after us next? Why are you saying that? I think they're trying to fearmonger us into being a part of this shit. And we know that Hispanics, so-called Hispanics, whatever you want to call them, Mexicans, whatever, we know they're anti-black. They built their culture on being anti-black. They don't fuck with black people, and they don't even have a fucking backstory behind it. That's one of my main issues, is they never had a backstory behind their anti-blackness. They just was anti-black. We knew that. We understood it. Now, what they're trying to do now is say, well, no, we was never acting like that. So we always loved black people, which is what everybody tries to do. They are banking on our short memory, our forgiveness, and these are characteristics that we normally do have amongst each other that people take advantage of. Our short memory. We letting people rewrite history. They take advantage of that. But we not going right now. Black people are saying, yeah, no, we're not really going outside to stand around with y'all like that. And then other black people are coming to tell you that you're wrong, trying to guilt you into this shit. And I don't know where the fuck everybody's been, but black people do not control the immigration laws. Mexicans and so-called Hispanics chose black people as their op. They chose that. There's no event that took place between blacks and Mexicans that would, make sense to have this anti-blackness that they have. There is no event there at all. We're just who they chose. Now, we know the white man, his mama, these caves have been the opposition to the would-be Mexicans and so-called Hispanics. But they decided to hate us instead of hating them. And now they want to tell us that we imagined all of this. We've been with y'all the whole time. So now y'all need to come out here and be with us. That's the word on the streets right now. They're trying to guilt us. And I want to tell black people, and particularly anybody that follows me, rocks with me, or is a part of B123, if you claim that, no, we're not going to let them guilt us into it, shame us into it, act like we scared that they're going to come after us next. No, the fuck they not. And if they do, we going to fight. All my concern, all of my empathy goes to black people. It's not like I'm calling ICE on these motherfuckers. I can see if we was doing that, like, come get them. Like, if we was calling people on them, I can understand maybe some of this, but we ain't doing nothing but saying that we're going to sit this one out. Anybody that don't fuck with us, we're not going to fuck with you. We're not going to help carry your water. We ain't going to do shit. We ain't doing none of that. That's all we doing. We ain't reporting nobody, snitching nobody out. We ain't doing none of that. We're not calling ICE on nobody. We ain't doing none of that. But that's how people are trying to make it seem. They're trying to blame black people now for immigration. They just got through trying to blame us for motherfucking Charlie Kirk. They were doing that. Before that, they were trying to blame us for Trump being the president. They try to blame us for everything that goes wrong in the country. Crime, the economy, immigration, who the president is. All this is caves. But I feel like people are so afraid to actually call out the group that is really doing it. They try to scapegoat us every time. These all white folk. The so-called Hispanics that's crying right now, they was the one voting for Trump heavy. Not saying some black people didn't vote for Trump. There are coons, Republicans over there that voted for him. But by and large, black people wasn't voting for no motherfucking Donald Trump. But they try to scapegoat black people into this shit now. They blamed us for him. When we saw the motherfucking Mexicans on TV, Hispanics for Trump and all this old bullshit, we saw this shit. They did that, thinking that they was going to be okay. Believing that they were going to be okay. Clearly not paying attention to history. They've been your biggest op. You make it about black people, it's not. And we're looking at this deportation or people being deported. This happens. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? Y'all's forever president, Barack Obama, what was he, 2.7 million? Now, the reason I call this the ICE age is because the Gestapo tactics that the ICE agents are using, that wasn't put on Front Street when Barack was in there. 2.7 million people under him. I think the other day when I looked it up, I think y'all's boy Clinton, another Democrat that y'all claimed, hell, niggas was acting like he was the first black president. He deported 900,000, almost a million. So deportations happen. The tactics that are being used in the ICE age, a little different. These motherfuckers is running up and snatching the fuck up. So now it's the way that it's being practiced. That gotta be what's being protested. I don't even think they know what they're protesting, because you can't be protesting deportations. Or you'd have been outside when Obama was building cages for these kids and their parents when he was president. You'd have been outside, but you wasn't outside then. So now that the tactics that ISIS is implementing upon people, that has to be it can't be about the deportation aspect of it. And when you talk to these motherfuckers, they really don't even know. Because what you gonna do? They don't know what they're protesting. It can't be deportation. It can't be immigration laws. It don't matter whether the president is Republican or Democrat, deportations are happening. It just so happens they trying to make it seem like it's our fault because we're not standing outside with them. That doesn't make any sense. And black people that are standing outside, okay, you can stand outside, but you're not about to talk to me like I'm supposed to be outside too. That's what we have to get away from, letting other black people who may be with that. You may be a part of the black and brown. That may be what you are. That's not what the fuck I'm doing. You're not going to make me feel guilty like I'm supposed to do it. People are talking about Christian values. Black people have successfully tried to be the most moral Christian people that has not benefited or served us in any type of way whatsoever. This is a so-called Christian nation. Black people trying to out-Christian Christians. Your Christianity should be enough to make you feel something in your heart, maybe for them, in some way, maybe. But telling me that I'm supposed to be outside, no, fuck that. We're not doing that. We've been doing that. Everything we went through and have been through, everybody just watched. And everybody chose to be anti-black. Asians, motherfucking the immigrants that come over, the white cave motherfuckers that's here right now, everybody's anti-black. Everybody. Every other group. Anti-black. That's just what it is. That's how it's been. Nobody has made would be announcement to stop being anti-black. That's why I'm looking at these fucking Mexicans like, when the fuck did y'all stop being anti-black? I didn't see no announcement. I've seen no announcement that, you know what? We're not going to fucking be anti-black no more. As a people. Because what they'll try to do is lie to us, gaslight the fuck out of us like we don't know the history. Motherfucker, you at least going to tell the truth. You're not going to act like we just making this up. Because that's how they try to treat anything black people talking about. Oh, we just making it up. We being victims. We're being, using the race card and all this shit. Well, no, I would need the Mexican conglomerate. Whoever the fuck you are, whoever is the head of the motherfucking Mexicans that's here, the so-called Hispanics that's here, I need them to come out and make a statement. You know what? We sorry about us building our culture on anti-blackness. And We not gonna do that no more. We not really doing that shit like that. We not gonna act like that no more. We changing our ways. But bitch, what you not gonna do is act like that wasn't never your ways. That's what they trying to do. And that's the part that's insulting to me. You're not gonna act like them wasn't your ways. Bitch, come out and denounce your motherfucking ways. Don't come out and say you never did it. Ain't nobody going for like, I'm not going for that shit. Because what they'll do is come out and use you, have you holding signs and shit for them, and then they'll go right back to the house to calling you a fucking nigger. When their kids better not bring one of you niggas home. They even are anti-black in their own culture, the black people that are within their culture. Because Hispanic is not a race. That's why I always say so-called. You got white ones, black ones, mixed ones. It's not a race. They even treat the black Hispanics like they ain't worth a fuck. The darker the skin, the more they don't fuck with them. I know black. You know, these Dominican motherfuckers, these Puerto Rican, all these motherfuckers. I know black. Okay, bitch, well then stay no black. What the fuck you talking about? I know Mexican, bitch. I know brown, bitch. So then don't come talk to me when you need help or when you want somebody to, give energy to your plight. When you're not with us, you said you're not with us, you said you're not like us. Hell, we lazy. Everything the white man and his mama say about us, they say the same shit. We lazy. Now, do I think immigration is some kind of big problem? No, I'm not going to sit here and act like I give a fuck who here. I don't. I'm not going to sit here and act like, well, I was dying to pick them apples out of that tree. They took my job. I'm not one of them. Like, it's some motherfuckers that be unrealistic. Like, I really wanted to pick some lettuce today. I don't know what these fucking Mexicans, goddamn it. I wanted to roof a house in July. These fucking Mexicans. I'm not one of them. I'm not one of them. I'm not going to sit here and lie, act like they just taking my jobs and all that shit. No. Not going to do that. But I'm not going to stand outside with these motherfuckers because I know they're anti-black. I know that. Everybody knows that. The way ICE is treating these motherfuckers, I ain't saying it's right. The way ICE is gunning people down, I'm not saying it's right. But they've been gunning us down. The cops. Not no organization that came out, or they trying to grow the numbers of the ICE organization. No, the cops. The Fraternal Order of Police. Their code is kill niggas. That's the code. That's their mantra. Shoot first and second. Ask questions 10th, maybe at best. Right? That's been the situation that we're in. But now you want to bring your motherfucking so-called Latino ass over here and tell me that you always been standing with me. You've been here with me the whole time. You haven't. Your culture is anti-black. Quit fucking lying. And black people, stop letting people lie to you like this. Stop letting people make you feel bad like this. If people are going to go stand outside and try to stop the process, then you're going to get what you get. You cannot stop deportations. I don't give a fuck how much you stand outside. You're not stopping it. These people are illegal immigrants. You're not going to stop it. You have to go into changing the laws. The laws have not been changed. You need to talk to white folk. Go talk to them. See, that's the group of people that don't nobody want to really address. No one wants to talk about white people. Everybody's scared to talk about white people. Scared to talk about the caves. But they're in control of this shit. From Trump to ICE to immigration. They're responsible. Deportation, that's them. That ain't got shit to do with us. Absolutely nothing to do with us. And you niggas that keep trying to come tell black people that we're next using these fucking fear tactics, bitch, we was first. Stop saying that. And I've had Black Panthers hit me up in my inbox, because I be posting about this shit on Facebook about these fucking Mexicans, like, y'all bitches gonna quit goddamn lying to me. And in my comments, lying all the time. They free slaves and everything. They did all this work. And we owe it to them. And you got black people that come saying the same shit. That's a motherfucking lie. I'm not happy about what ICE is doing. I'm not calling ICE on nobody. Not snitching nobody out. But I'd be damned if I believe I'm supposed to go stand outside with these motherfuckers. Meanwhile, my people still going through bullshit. You saw a report a couple days ago talking about the black unemployment rate. What's happening with jobs out here amongst black people. Our kids still in areas going to schools that ain't funded properly. We still got our own shit, still dealing with goddamn poison water and all that shit. We're dealing with that. That's still a thing. We still get treated like we black no matter where we go. We can't leave our skin at the house. This is the Ice Age. They're going to do their deportations. Obama did his deportations. He didn't do them as, like I said, it wasn't as Gestapo as crazy as this, but he did them. And he did way more. I think Donald Trump I think when I looked him up, he done deported maybe 300,000 people. Obama did 2.7 million. We just gotta be real. I don't fuck with Trump. But we have to be real about what we're saying. We're not next. Where the fuck are they going to deport us to? I had a nigga tell me, he said, oh, well, they're trying to make it a way to where they can deport black Americans to other countries that we're not even from. I said, now, why the fuck would you believe some shit like that? Why would you believe that? Why would you think that we're going to lay down and take some shit like that? They're going to drop us off in anywhere else? We're going to take us to Brazil, Venezuela, or some shit like that? No. They're not going to do that at all. They start doing shit like that, they're going to have to fight with us. They know that. They're not going to do that. So I don't know why we're taking on these fear tactics, this fear mongering that we're taking on to justify why we should be outside with these motherfuckers. Doesn't make any sense. Mexican people, if there are any so-called Hispanics in here right now, I need y'all to get with y'all people and check and see if you can figure out why they don't even like black people. I'm still looking for answers. That's my question to them every time. Y'all have been anti-black, but why? No laws. No, we haven't enslaved. We've done nothing. Y'all took y'all anti-blackness from the caves because white folk don't even got a real reason not to fuck with us. We ain't do shit, but what we do? Enslaved, genocided, murdered, Jim Crowed, lynched. We ain't did nothing to nobody. They burned our cities. That we ain't done nothing to nobody. And don't never let these motherfuckers tell you that you did. Do not let them keep using crime data to justify their anti-blackness. Because crime will have to be specific to black people. And that's the only way they could justify it is if crime was specific to black people. It's not. So that's no reason not to like black people. That's a reason not to like crime. Maybe a reason not to like criminals. But that's no reason to be anti-black. But they use that because they ain't got no history. They ain't got no events. We didn't force Catholicism on these bitches. We didn't do that. That was the caves from Spain. We didn't do that. That's the reason they're Catholics right now. We ain't did shit. So until they ready to deal with the reality of the situation, these motherfuckers gonna stop talking to me. Everybody's gonna stop talking to me as a black man, as a black person. Y'all don't talk to me. Don't talk to us. We ain't did shit to nobody. We've been over here, goddamn, trying to, taking these little breadcrumbs they give us, making progress for all these other groups, even the immigrant groups to even come here. These motherfuckers will be disrespectful. Even there would be some of these will be black immigrants. They'll be disrespectful. Your Africans, your Jamaicans, coons coming from all over. They just come on in and love the white man and his mama and hold him up, praise him, worship him, and disrespect us. We lazy as hell. This is how they talk to us. We lazy. We criminals. This is how we allow motherfuckers to talk to us. And we done put all this motherfucking work in. Our ancestors put all this motherfucking work in, and then motherfuckers get over here and forget all about all the work. They just came over here and just making a way out of no way, and we just ain't been able to do it. Ignoring all of the anti-blackness that's built into this system is them. Something wrong with them. They're defective. That's how motherfuckers will treat us. We so defective, bitch, then why you want me standing outside with your ass then? What you talking about? If we so lazy, why the fuck you want me standing outside with you then? Explain that. They not gonna make it make sense. And until these motherfuckers do, we're standing down. Come tell me a true story publicly. Address the anti-blackness publicly. Explain the anti-blackness publicly. If you want me standing with you publicly, then y'all got some motherfucking work to do. And when you start requiring people to do that work, you ain't showed no solidarity with black folk, then fuck you. Saying black and brown, that ain't shit to me at all. Means nothing to me. I had a motherfucker tell me, it's just the ones in certain places that's anti-black. Said the ones out in California and up in Chicago, they anti-black, but everybody else cool. Bitch, you ain't been to Texas. That's what I knew based on that comment. Motherfucker told me I was COINTELPRO because I'm not standing outside, and I refuse to even have that type of narrative. Motherfucker told me I was COINTELPRO. I must be working for the government. When I would argue, trying to get black people to stand around outside, that seems like you might be working for the goddamn government. Especially with no story there. They don't have a reason that black people should be out there. All they say is, well, y'all know y'all next, so you might as well go ahead and come on out here now and go ahead and start protesting now. Since you're going to be next anyway. And this is about justice, they claim. They ain't stopped the deportation yet. And that's the crazy part. If you really look at what they're doing, if you go stand outside, you're not stopping the deportation. The numbers aren't going to shrink because your ass is outside. You're just in the way. That's it. You're in the way. That's it. That's all. You're not stopping a deportation of somebody who is here illegally. Now, you can get into the, you can go down the rabbit hole of what illegal means and, well, you can't be illegal on stolen land. You got niggas to say stuff like this. And that's true to me. I mean, I don't give a fuck. I'm not calling ICE. But you're not stopping no deportations. Nothing you can do. Nothing. Marry one of these motherfuckers. You really care? Go marry him. Get him a goddamn green card, bitch. If y'all want to do that. Right? People single anyway, right? If you really want to do your big one, you really want to make a difference, marry him. Ain't no point you standing outside holding signs. ICE gonna ICE. Bitch, there's nothing you can do about it. Nothing. Nothing. ICE is going to ICE. Go marry him. If you care. If you care that much, go get married to him then. Your black ass standing outside is not doing anything. And don't nobody want to tell you this, but I'm going to keep it real with y'all. Because I love y'all, right? You standing outside isn't doing shit. Go marry him. That's your best bet. You want to save some immigrants? Marry him. In particular, they're trying to guilt the would-be FBAs. And I'm seeing a lot of conversations coming around the FBA, what that means, the lineage of it, and all this stuff like this. And y'all know I done talked about FBA before. And I don't got no problem with FBA. I'm FBA just because it's a lineage. I got no problem with anything about FBA, but the fact that they will act like that American domestic coons don't exist. That's my only issue with FBA. The delineation, I do it. Sometimes I have to check an Africoon. Them bitches do get ahead of themselves sometimes, and you got to check them. I believe in that. Now, I'm not going to just sit here and just go in on them bitches all the time, but the coons, oh yeah, they have to be dealt with sometimes. It is what it is. The only issue I got with the FBAs is they'll act like that all coons come from overseas. That's the only, I'm like, well, nah, I can't. No, and FBA wouldn't say that. Yes, they would. Yeah, that's my only issue. I have no issue, but it's the would-be black Americans that are supposed to be the ones that are guilted into this shit because we were free from slavery and all this old shit. They're really trying to get the would-be foundational black Americans to come stand outside with them. I'm not trying to speak on behalf of the FBAs in the whole. I'm speaking on behalf of B123. We ain't doing it. I'm FBA by default. There's nothing I can do. My ancestors, we was here. That's the way it's been explained to me. I'm FBA whether I want to be or not. It has nothing to do with what you want in your life and how you feel. It's just a matter of lineage. I mean, basic. But people who are now trying to talk shit about FBAs for this delineation, it's a little extra. It's a little fucking extra. Because you're trying to guilt people that's been fighting the whole time and ain't nobody said thank you yet. Right? We haven't got a thank you from nobody. No group saying thanks for your hard work. Thank you for your ancestors. Nobody thanked you yet. They just talk shit. They talk shit about us. And not saying all of them do, but when they do, then you got to cook. That's what I do. And I've been doing that. So I was doing that before FBA was something people were even saying. We always gonna cook coons. I don't care where the fuck they from. Coons are my issue. Foreign and domestic. That's my issue. So I don't have a, it's all coons. I don't fuck with none of them. That's just me. What y'all got? I'm looking at some of y'all's comments over here. I'm trying to be fair, balanced, because I know I ain't been on here in a while. Nap says that's not true. What's not true? Put me on game. Let me deal with a couple of these comments real quick. Anybody want to make a comment and want me to read it out or see it right now would be the best time for you to do it right now. Leave your comments in here if y'all want me to get to some of your comments and shit. But what's not true? I hate being called a liar, and I don't know why. Naps just says that's not true. What I done lied about? Just tell me what I done lied about. Okay, well. Maybe they won't say nothing. Mad love to everybody that's showing me love for even being here. I'm here. I've been out here, y'all. I ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. Wrong. My man. My man wrong. Let me see what you got. What are your thoughts on the black Christian community bypassing Christian nationalism in America right now? When you say bypassing Christian nationalism, you talking about as far as the, I guess, white Christianity, that type of, when you say nationalism, are you using it that way? Just let me clarify, and then I'll be able to answer the question. Because you already know how I feel about black Christians. But I know white Christians use their Christianity a little different than black people do. Okay, wrong. Well, now what black people do with their Christianity is that we want to be all inclusive with our Christianity. Okay? Any other version of Christianity, white Christianity, is very exclusive to whites. This is why they can, under the banner of Christianity, they can hide all of their anti-blackness. The KKK did it. It was a so-called Christian organization. Black people don't want to deal with the reality of the religion. That's what I think it is, wrong. Black people don't want to deal with the reality of what that religion is, who wrote the book, where it came from, and the understanding that they have about that religion, that turn your other cheek, love everybody even if they're beating your ass type shit. They don't want to deal with the reality of what's the difference between a black Christian and a white Christian. The difference is you had to make you a black church. That's the difference. If you would have been in control of Christianity, white folk wouldn't have had to make a white church. You see what I'm saying? This is the dichotomy of white Christianity and black Christianity. If black people would have been the ones, I guess, which is going to sound crazy, but forcing Christianity out here or pushing Christianity out here, there wouldn't have had to be a white church. It wouldn't have been necessary because black people would want to practice Christianity the way it's supposed to be, where everybody brothers and sisters in Christ and all this whole shit like that. That's how we think. I don't know why we didn't realize when we had to make a black church, we might want to change the book. We might want to make this a black Bible, or we might want to change the picture. We might want to do something because we can't just say, well, we got a black church, but it's still a white man on the walls. That don't make no sense. I wish it would have confused the fuck out of us then, and then we would maybe come out, make our own thing, or do something a little bit different. There would be no white church if black folk would have been the heads of Christianity, or would have been the ones pushing Christianity, because we don't act like that. There's a black church because you got your Christianity from white folk, and their Christianity says fuck you. I didn't say it. Don't you try to be mad at me for saying it. Their Christianity says fuck you. You black. So you're not my brother or sister. No, what the fuck you talking about? White people can make their Christianity, they can put all their anti-blackness and all really anti-anybody. That's why I want these so-called Hispanics to go talk to these so-called white Christians. But they won't talk to them. They won't say nothing to them. They want to talk to us. Go talk to them. They don't fuck with you. That's what white Christianity does for white people. We don't use it that way. We use it to be hoes, and for lack of a better term, on our knees, giving our money away to a pimp. That sounds like a hoe to me. I don't know. Y'all don't know. Maybe the description of hoe done changed. I don't know. Maybe we've adjusted the description of hoe, but that looked like a hoe to me. On your knees, giving your money to a pastor. I mean, okay, call him what you want, but on your knees, giving your money away. That sounds like a hoe to me. That's how black Christianity has worked. And the reason it hasn't worked for us, the reason it ain't pushed us forward in any type of way, is because we don't have a black national Christian. We don't have that. I've heard motherfuckers say they're Christians first before they black. Just coons. Like, in Jesus' name, they're coon, but coon nonetheless. What the fuck are you talking about? You're a Christian first. Who does that work with? Does the cops hear that argument? Does a judge hear that argument? Does the bank hear that argument? Does your church even hear that argument? You're a Christian first. What the fuck are you talking about? That doesn't mean anything to anyone. You cannot take that to the bank with you. Well, I love the Lord, and I pray every night, and I pray for everybody, and pray that the world gonna be okay. I did a little number about starving kids last night. You can go in the bank and be Christian. What the fuck that mean for you? It's done nothing. Nothing. That's funny. Wrong. Oh. I didn't mean to put your comment up there. But yes, I saw this. I did see that black Christian guy called it idolizing your blackness. Basically, you're not supposed to practice. In Christianity, you're not supposed to have any idols. The funny and crazy part about that is even Christ isn't even supposed to be an idol, but niggas skip over that part. But I did see that black preacher say some shit about if you are putting your black over your Christianity, you're idolizing your blackness. But I'd have been like, bitch, you idolize a white man. So what the fuck are you talking about? You practice idolatry. All Christians, well, I won't say all Christians. I'll say most Christians practice idolatry. They got a depiction of Jesus Christ somewhere. Even if y'all want to make them black, y'all like to do that sometimes. It's still idolatry. You're still idolizing Jesus. And that ain't got you nowhere yet. I would argue, if we idolized our blackness, we'd be leaps and bounds from where we are right now. I would argue, if we idolized our blackness, we wouldn't even need to lean on no Jesus. I would argue that. We don't idolize our blackness enough. We want everybody to love us. This is why we're so forgiving. And we've been thinking that if we're just forgiving, that will show our morality and everybody will see us as human. That's a lie. That's a lie. All Christianity, the so-called Hispanics, them bitches is Catholics. Guess what? Even them worshiping the Virgin Mary, because that's really what Catholicism is built around. They do all their Hail Marys and all that little stupid ass humming and all this shit they be doing and still hate black people. No religion makes none of these motherfuckers not be anti-black. That should mean something to us, but thus far it hasn't meant much. It doesn't stop them. They get baptized. That motherfucker get christened and baptized and what the fucking so-called Jews do? Bat mitzvahs and all that shit. They can do all that shit. None of that makes them not be anti-black. And y'all praying to the same God. It looks silly to me. I'll say that. I'll make it personal to me. It looks real silly to me. Because Hispanics don't like you. They're Catholics. The Caves don't fuck with you. They're Christians. The so-called Jews don't fuck with you. They're Jewish. All this religion and the many denominations of religion has yet to make any group stop being anti-black. So what the fuck? I don't know. You can try to make it make sense to yourself if you want to, but when I look at it, it makes no sense to me. If we all supposed to be brothers and sisters in Christ, then bitch, what you doing? Why are you anti-black? Matter of fact, why don't you even have a story of why you're anti-black? If I could just get you to answer that. You see what I'm saying? You can't even get these motherfuckers to answer simple questions. Well, why? Wait, somebody said Jesus ain't white. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Look at CJC Love. Since when is praising God about race? You see what I'm saying? CJ, let me ask you a question. Are you a black man? Let me just clarify before I even deal with you. Are you black? Just real quick, yes or no. Are you a black man? Or a woman? Just let me know that. Okay, and he says this. If you are racist, then you're not Christian. Okay. So then, are you saying that white people aren't really Christian? Because you can. I mean, I wouldn't mind you saying it. But when you say if you are racist, I need you to call out certain groups. I need you to name certain groups. Because you might want to go tell white folk that. If you're black. I mean, I don't know whether you're black or not. If you are black, go tell white people that. Go tell white people that. Paris says, oh, did I miss the combo about ICE? Yeah, I mean, what you got? You got something else? Add something to it. We can get it in. Let's get it. Ain't much to be said. Like, here's the thing about the ICE, man. Like, there isn't much to really be said. Quite honestly. I mean, if you really look at the situation, if you follow American political history, if you follow deportations, immigration laws, if you really follow this shit all the way through, there isn't really much to say other than you disagree with some of the methods and tactics that they're using. Check. And if you're black, you don't need to be your black ass out there with them because they're anti-black. That's it. I think what they're doing with the ICE situation is they're dragging it out. They're making it into a big deal to distract us from the fact that, bitch, y'all still anti-black as fuck. We like to forget, like we be forgetting, we get into these, what I would call, what some people might call it, a side quest. We be forgetting that they anti-black. So ICE it's not as big of a conversation as they're trying to make it into. Deportations happen constantly. Constantly. Okay, CJ says, okay, you're a black woman. Okay, well then, black woman, respectfully, go tell white people that they can't be Christian and racist at the same time. That's not a message for us amongst each other. And this is one of the things I've been doing more here lately too, is when I see people say stuff to us that don't apply to us, go say it to the people it applies to. Because I would agree with you that you can't be racist and be a Christian at the same time based on what the book says. But apparently the nation didn't get that message. This Christian nation didn't read the memo. So Go tell them that and watch how they cuss your ass out. Or what they'll do is they'll tell you that they're not racist. Although their practices and culture will continue to be racist, they'll just say that they're not. They'll lie about whether they're racist or not. Which, I mean, I've been saying I don't got no problem with people being racist. I could give a fuck less. I'm at the point now where I just want motherfuckers to quit lying about it. That's where I'm growing. Like, and some of y'all have been with me on this journey. Now I'm at the point where, bitch, okay, you racist. Cool. Who gives a fuck? Be racist. Be anti-black. I don't care about that part. The part that I'm concerned with is, why are you lying like you're not? That's where I'm at with mine now. That's where I've grown to now. Why are you lying like you're not? I don't care. You don't gotta lie for me. Now, it's plenty of black folk that do like their racism in a more palatable fashion. They like the easy, maybe got some flavor. You know how they make kids medicine and it'll be flavored with grape and cherry. Black folk like their racism with cherry and grape flavor and strawberry flavoring and shit like that. I don't like that. Because what is allowed under the guise of this flavored racism that y'all like is they're able to hide all these lies. The main lie being that they're not racist. They can hide that lie right in there with you wanting the good flavorful racism because we act childish. Like it blows our mind. Like, I can't believe in 2026 that you niggas in this year call out that y'all like to do blows my mind. Kills me. But y'all like it palatable. It's because y'all want them to lie to y'all so much. This is why they lie to us so goddamn much. They feel like they have to. Y'all done forced them to feel like they have to. This is why I gotta deal with fake pages. No, we'll deal with that. That's a good one. I like that one. Wrong. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Now I gotta deal with fake pages, racist motherfuckers all day long. Because y'all make them feel like they gotta hide. I don't want them to hide. Don't need them to hide. Don't care nothing about them. I'm not trying to convert white people into being loving to black people. I don't care about none of that. I want motherfuckers to quit lying. Starting with the goddamn Mexicans. You motherfuckers that's being targeted by ICE, I want y'all to stop lying first. Make it a public statement. I want groups of so-called Hispanics all over TikTok and Instagram and Facebook and all over social media. I want you motherfuckers to be honest about your anti-black culture, denounce your anti-black culture, and then maybe we can have a conversation. Until then, I don't even want to talk to Mexicans. Because I'm telling you, all they're saying is, nah. Like, you call out their racism, show them the history, and they just be like, nah. That ain't enough. That's not enough. Nah ain't enough for me. That might be enough for some. That's not enough for me. Y'all bitches gonna quit lying. Y'all wanna deal with Nicki Minaj? Just give me one yeah in the comments if y'all wanna deal with Nicki Minaj. We can deal with Nicki Minaj. Let me show y'all something real quick about Nicki. If y'all wanna deal with it. I know you wanna talk about it wrong, but let me see if anybody else wanna deal with Nicki Minaj real quick. There's a delay on here, so pardon me. There's a little bit of a delay. Do y'all want to deal with Nicki Minaj? Okay, that's all I needed to see. Okay. Let's walk back. Let's walk this thing down, okay? Let's do this in a professional way. We're going to be professional about it, and we're going to deal with Nicki Minaj, okay? People started side-eyeing Nicki Minaj whenever she came up there and it was at some speech she gave about the Christian persecution of the Nigerians. The Christians in Nigeria are being persecuted, killed. She gave a statement with Trump at that time. It was at that time that people was looking at Nicki like, bitch, what the fuck are you doing over there with Trump talking about some Nigerians? And I would double down and say, they don't even give a fuck about the Christians here. The black Christians here, why the fuck would they give a fuck about Nigerian Christians in Nigeria? They don't give a fuck about Africa outside of looting and plundering and stealing from Africa. That's the only way in which they care about the motherland. They could give a fuck less about Christians over there. Okay, Nicki Minaj is a coon who would not know that, doesn't care about that, and doesn't factor it in when she's talking about how America going to go intervene now to save the Christians. What about the Christians up in Flint that's still drinking goddamn dirty water? Bitch, y'all can go do that. It's Christians down in Jackson, Mississippi right now, dirty water Christians praying on their knees, begging God for their water to be clean. Bitch, the American government can go clean their water up. It's good Christians here right now that are suffering under the hands of shit that's out of their control. All they can do is pray. But we gonna give a fuck about Christians in Nigeria? We gonna believe America really gives a fuck about that? A lot of people were saying at that time, when Nicki Minaj, she letting herself be used. She don't understand the game. Somebody need to talk to good sis. And that blew me away. I'm like, y'all niggas wasn't paying attention. Now, when you go back through the timeline with Nicki Minaj, who remembers when Barack Obama was running for president? Who did Nicki Minaj say she voted for back in 2012? Who did Nicki Minaj rapped in her verse on a song? I wish I knew the fucking song right off. Who remembers who Nicki Minaj said she was voting for when Obama was running for president? Who remembers? Because I do. Let me see if anybody get that. If anybody gets this right. Thank you. Brother KJ. I'm going to call you KJ. Okay? Because that's challenging. Okay? I'm going to call you KJ. Brother KJ said Mitt Romney. She said, I'm voting for Mitt Romney. You know. Nicki was spitting. This was in 2012. What political party is Mitt Romney a part of? Who knows that? This is easy. I'm gonna make this. This is gonna be all inclusive. What political party is Mitt Romney a part of? Real quick. Okay, now. Thank you, CJ. Now, 2012, in the height of Barack Obama running for president, she ignored completely the fact that this is a so-called black man, Democrats, and all this old shit. She said, I'm voting for Mitt Romney. Put that in a song. Mitt Romney is a Republican. So if you make the argument, if you can string this line through here, what you can decide is that Nicki Minaj been Republican since 2012. Y'all didn't cancel her. Y'all didn't have a problem with her. Y'all didn't say anything about her not really knowing what she's doing. Right? That's 2012. We are forward 13, 14 years. Nicki Minaj been a Republican. So my issue was when she first gave the speech about the Nigerians or the Christians in Nigeria being persecuted and people were on her head about it, I'm like, she's been a Republican. What are y'all talking about? She's just now supporting another Republican candidate or Republican president, which would be Donald Trump at this time. She's just supporting the party that she's been supporting. Y'all didn't call her out for that. Nobody had a problem with her doing that then. But now all of a sudden, oh, she being used. She don't know what she doing. Somebody go tell her. She knows exactly what she's doing. She's been a Republican. She's been a black Republican. Y'all just forgot. That's not her fault that y'all forgot. That's why she didn't give a fuck when y'all was talking about canceling her. She doubled down. She sat up there with Erica Kirk talking about, how white girls shouldn't have to be put down to uplift black girls. Yes, the fuck they do. I'm getting tired of this politically correct pro-black shit. I don't fuck with that shit. Y'all know that. I talk very plain about my pro-blackness. And let me double back. I'm not saying you got to go out of your way to, I guess, put them down. But you have to understand that society has lifted them up. Nicki Minaj didn't say anything about that at all. She left that out. And this is what black Republicans do. And this is why I don't fuck with these niggas. They leave out key components to sit here and say, well, I don't feel like a little white girl should have to be put down just to uplift a little black girl. Who uplifted? Who's been uplifting? Why are the little black girls down, bitch? Tell that story. Let's talk about that. Why would a little black girl feel like that? In this society in particular. Huh? Tell the whole fucking story. My issue is there's a lot of half-truths being told, blatant, full-blown lies, and I don't like none of that shit. That shit's bothering me right now. She's bothering me. Nicki Minaj been like that. Been on that type of time. Y'all said she was doing it for a green card or pardon for her husband or maybe her brother. She's been that way since 2012, at least on record. Hell, she could have been like that before then, but she went on record and said she's voting for Mitt Romney then. So what's the difference? She said Donald Trump was her favorite president. What am I say? Nicki Minaj has been a coon. Y'all let this bitch get away with calling herself a Barbie. I called her a coon for that. Y'all told me I do too much. So I don't give a fuck. Like, every time when I get on, well, y'all people that's been following me, y'all know I've been on this shit for a minute. And I'll tell y'all when somebody a coon, and motherfucker gonna tell me not. A black woman calling herself a Barbie, she can't be trusted. She didn't call herself a black Barbie. She said she was a Barbie. That's a white bitch. One of the reasons, Nikki, with your dumb ass, that little black girls do need to be lifted up. Because Barbie is the one that's pretty. That's the representation of beauty. The standard of beauty. Little bitch. This was somebody should say. Nobody want to talk to Nikki like that. Okay, I'll do the work, right? Because I don't care. Tell the story. Even in you calling yourself a Barbie. You had no black adjacent thing to use there. Well, there is things that you could use, but everybody knows what Barbie is. And when it comes to the beauty standards and all this whole shit, right? That's why little black girls got to be lifted up. Nicki Minaj been a coon. Y'all just didn't want to say nothing. Y'all didn't want to say anything. And y'all are allowing people to support Trump, and you're not charging them for nothing. Lil Wayne with the shits. Snoop Dogg was with the shits. Y'all let all these these men get away. Nelly just did some shit. Like, if y'all gonna really cancel, which I think we have a little bit of arrogance with us sometimes when it comes to our ability to cancel and our place on the power hierarchy. We believe we can cancel people. This is why we get disrespected the way we do and don't nobody apologize to us. Kanye just did his fake ass, little hoe ass piece of an apology the other day, tried to blame his ridiculous behavior on his bipolar disorder, but bipolar disorder does not make you a coon. Bow. Thank you, Ron. I'm a Republican voting for Mitt Romney. You lazy niggas is fucking up the economy. Like, I remember this. The problem is niggas forgot. Look at this. Ain't that something? You lazy niggas. Look at that. This is what the argument was. Remember when they was doing that the welfare system? They just did that. That was a couple months ago. They was talking about when they was going to cut. Well, the government was shutting down. They were shutting down welfare benefits. You remember everybody was acting like it was just black folk on them? Remember that? The Republicans in particular. This is what a black Republican would say. You lazy niggas is fucking up the economy. Not lazy whites. Nobody is lazy in the country but us. This is why I want these motherfuckers to come to us hat in hand, bitch. Hat in hand. We've buried the brunt of every negative stereotype in this fucking country, even the lazy one, even after we worked for 243 motherfucking years free of charge until we died on fields. And these bitches got the nerves to call us lazy. And you got coons that sit around and say the same shit. Black Republicans all talk just like this. All of them. My tax dollars are going to blah, 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 blah. Just talking stupid. Well, that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. But this is how we're treated. This is how you treat it. I'm going to tell you the difference. Deshaun Williams says, I agree to an extent, Rob. We canceled Chrisette Michele and she never recovered. Let me show you the difference with Chrisette Michele. Let me show you what happened with her. First of all, you got to be fair here with Chrisette Michele. She is the one example that we can all use because nobody else in the history of canceling has been canceled for Conan. Nobody else. Chrisette Michele is the only example you can use. The problem with Chrisette Michele is that Chrisette Michele is a neo-soul artist. Here, let me show you the difference real quick. And I want you to pay attention to this as we move forward in conversations about entertainers. If you are a neo-soul artist, generally speaking, neo-soul artists, their largest conglomerate, their largest consumer is black people. Pop stars like a Nicki Minaj, pop stars like a Snoop Dogg, Nelly, these people that cross over into pop, doing country music and stuff like that, that's different. Chrisette Michele, her audience, neo soul audience, she was us. That's why do you see these neo soul artists, you don't see them talking too crazy because they rely on black people. These pop artists rely on white folk. White folk consume, based on the numbers alone, this is a mathematical issue here, okay? White people consume more pop music, rap music, hip hop music than we do. It just is what it is. They just do. They're at concerts. They go to the tours. They want a chance to get in the crowd and say, nigga. I think that's what drives them really. I don't know whether they really fuck with the music, but I think they just want to go say nigga. So they're going to pay for that front row. They want to say it right there loud as fuck, right? These are just the facts. That's what makes Chrisette Michele different. She neo soul artist. That would be like Jill Scott coming out here and cooning. Jill Scott would suffer if she came out here and coon because most Jill Scott, as great as Jill Scott is, as beautifully as she sings, most of her audience, Jill Scott's audience, is black people. She's not a pop artist. She's not even just a regular R&B artist, where she's going to have a plethora of white fans as well, like, say, a Beyonce may. Beyonce is a crossover artist. So that's the only thing when it comes to Chrisette Michele. Chrisette Michele should have paid attention to her audience, and she didn't. She thought maybe she was a fucking pop star, and she learned. And she's the only example you got, because I bet you can't name nobody else. But she had to learn that you don't have white folk. Nicki Minaj does. So that's why when black people are talking about canceling her, I'm like, y'all can try. Nicki Minaj is a pop star. She's not just a rapper. She's not no underground rapper. Now, underground rapper, they may have to watch what the fuck they say. But Nicki Minaj is a pop star. It just is what it is. Nicki Minaj is a pop star. Chrisette Michele didn't know where she just had it confused. She had it confused. And she learned the hard way. I hate that happened to her, but I remember before she did it, I was like, Chrisette, don't do it. But don't nobody call me. You know, if people just call me, I would tell them, like, no, you probably shouldn't. I'd have told her don't do that. But Nicki Minaj, y'all can't cancel her. I mean, you can, but as far as thinking, okay, because the joy in canceling somebody to black people is this. We going to cancel them and now they're going to be poor. That's what we believe about ourselves. We going to cancel them, they're poor now. They're done. That's not... We got to humble ourselves a little bit more than we do sometimes when we're talking about canceling people. Because we even be thinking we can cancel racist, don't we? Remember when there was a woman that called that black child a nigger at the park? Oh, black people were so happy. What's her name? What's her address? We're going to make her lose her job. We just be confused about how this shit works. That white cave bitch was able to... I think she might have gained $1.5 million from racist supporting what she did. We be thinking we gonna get somebody's name, information, we gonna get them fired from their job, and we be hype. Like that's gonna make them not be racist. Like somehow that's gonna do something for like they're gonna start loving niggas now. No. And we brag about making people lose their job, but it doesn't do it. I mean, if we look at the people that lost their job for being racist, if they were to do a special and call it the Where Are They Now? I think VH1 used to do this shit. If they were to do a Where Are They Now with these racists, especially ones that go viral for being racist, they be getting money. They be still getting money. They be still getting money. We have to calm down, black people, and be more realistic about our ability to cancel. The only way we can cancel somebody is if they're sold bread and butter. Everything that they do comes from us. Once they sign to a multimedia conglomerate, or you'll see some of these, even these black Republicans, once they sign up with the white, you can call them a coon, you can tell them that they wildin', you can do all that shit, but they with the white. And once they with the white, you can't cancel them. The whites have to cancel them. And so long as they're being anti-black, they're not going to be canceled. This is what explains your Candace Owens. and some of these type. Y'all can't cancel her. You can want to. Like, she said some bullshit, man. That motherfucker always be cooning. You can unsubscribe to her channel if you want to. It ain't gonna mean shit. She's still gonna have millions because white people love her. So we have to be a little bit more realistic about the shit that we say and how we like to puff our chests out like we really out here canceling shit. Like, no, you're not. You're not. You're not. Paris, what you got? Let me see. You said think drugs are the reason our people don't fight back. Seems like since crack we've been laying down. No, it was happening before crack. I would argue that since they went to I would say broad scale integration, we've been laying down. I would argue that. I think we was laying down before crack. We were. Brandon Tatum most definitely is another one, but I don't think drugs. I think drugs has an effect on people who are drug addicts. But your argument is almost like, well, most black people do crack, so that's not a good argument. It's bordering on some coon shit. To be honest with you, most black people don't do crack or drugs, so I don't think we can say that due to crack. That's what made us lay down. Like, no, I think due to, I think some of we was talking about earlier, Christianity, I think that makes us lay down and forgive and pray and wait for Jesus to come back and he'll avenge us. Once we put all of our justice outside of ourselves, which is what we do, which is what we're raised to do, in particular with Christianity, I think that understanding is what made us lay down and what keeps us laying down. We don't feel like we even got... like for what? And then you got to go to what I tell y'all all the time. 99.9% of black people are coons. So crack ain't making us coons. Just like bipolar disorder ain't making Kanye no damn coon. These are things that are being, instilled into us. I think that coon shit, that lay down shit is instilled into us. I didn't get no black power from my parents. I think it's us. Not crack. None of that. I think it's us as parents. Single parent household, 2-parent household, grandma raising them. I don't care the situation. We don't teach black revolutionary identity. We don't do it. We're afraid to do it, really. We don't have it in ourselves, therefore we can't pass it down to our children. That's what I think our problem is. Our main problem is that we're not changing our minds. Now, we're talking about securing bags. We do black capitalism and as a competition for white capitalism. We do all these other ideas, but we have not decided to just instill black revolutionary identity into our children at all. I got to convince niggas not to coon. You understand that? Black people have to be convinced not to be coons. That is... If you really sit and think about that, they have to be convinced to be pro-black. If you really sit and think about that, that is, I think, our issue. And that's what we've been laying down because we've been assimilating. Let's talk like this. Let's dress like this. Let's do this. Let's go get these degrees. Let's go get these jobs. We've been trying to, fight our way into being looked at as equal to white people, which I think that causes us to lay down as revolutionary identity is concerned, and we just more career oriented now. Now we've been capitalism, secure the bag, get the bag, chase the bag. That right there, that mentality, and we want to call ourselves breaking generational curses, and it's all about money. My generational curse I want to break is me having my parents pass down coon shit to me. I think money that's an admirable, thing to want to leave your kids with something. That's great. But what about this? What about this part? We don't think you don't hear nobody calling cooning a generational curse. Nobody. So I think all these ideologies that we have about pro-blackness and what that means, what that looks like, how it presents, our kids not having these things, instilled in them, that's what makes us lay down. We don't see a reason to stand up. Without a reason to stand up, you just gonna lay down. I mean, what else is there to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, we not taught the reason to stand. I would never got from my parents a reason to stand up. Hell no. Pray to God. I got a reason. What they gave you or what they give us is a reason to be on our knees. This is what we get. Until we replace, I think this right here is it. Really. Until we replace this bullshit here, just looking up, and it's to Jesus, not to, a Fred Hampton or, some black revolutionary. We ain't even looking up to them. It's to Jesus. This motherfucker ain't never showed himself, never fought for us, not one time. We're looking to him. Please, my nigga. Or, y'all Jesus ain't cool like that. Y'all probably don't talk to him like that, but please, stop this from happening to us. Make me please get the business loan. Please, in Jesus' name, please help me get this loan. Well, Jesus ain't gonna, his power is not enough to make white folk be racist. That's a powerless God. As long as we serving a powerless God, we're going to be powerless ourselves. We're modeling ourselves. We worship a powerless God. This bitch can't even make white folk not be racist. He can't even, motherfucker can't even do that. But here we are every day. Please make it stop. We don't deserve this. Like a motherfucker sitting up there wouldn't know that already. He know you don't deserve it. He know you ain't did shit to nobody. If he up there. So begging that motherfucker is just not, it's a waste. I think that makes us powerless. Jigga Man says Christianity is more appealing than pro-black. I can see that. It's popular. So the appeal comes in its popularity. Because when you tell somebody that you're not a Christian, how you get treated for that, how I've been treated for that in my lifetime, I can see it being more appealing than being pro-black, because pro-black is something to be made fun of. It's a caricature. It's a hotep. It's a nigga with a dashiki on and, talking about, all types of shit, or, something to make fun of. We did that. We did that. We made ourselves, or the people who see the white man and his mama for it, we made him the butt of our jokes. That's a joke. So it is more appealing because it's more popular. And it's easy. I mean, I'm putting it in God's hands. I ain't got to stand up for myself. I can be holed out. Let everybody treat me any type of way. Let motherfuckers call me nigger and all this shit. I'm still gonna pray for them. I'm gonna pray for them. This is how we talk. Silly. So it is more appealing, but it's not as relevant as pro-blackness could be if we make it the focal point of our culture. We have yet to do it. That's been one of my arguments I've been making. Nobody really wants to deal with that shit heavy. But until pro-blackness is the cornerstone of our culture, nothing's going to change for us as a people. I believe it in my heart. I'm standing by that. I know it's not something that some of the other, orators, the great orators that we've had, but I do not believe we're going to do anything or move anywhere in this life until pro-blackness is the cornerstone of our culture. And that culture that ties us together no matter where we are in this country. Until we change that, because right now, I think we think that black culture, the cornerstone of black culture is hip hop music. And we see these motherfuckers are for sale at all times. Nicki Minaj, you know what I'm saying? Like, as long as y'all letting rappers be the cornerstone of your culture, okay, well, go ahead then. Keep that shit up there. But we're not going nowhere. I bet you that. I bet you that. I bet you we're not going nowhere until we make pro-blackness the cornerstone of our culture and whatever that may be to you. Until we change that up, as long as we just making fun of hoteps and all this whole shit. Nope. Nap says, any opinion on Black Panther Paul Birdsong? No. He changed the name. Didn't he change his name to Black Lions? I don't got no opinion of that motherfucker. I mean, he wants to go help immigrants out. And if that's what he want to do, I say go do it. It's not like he's making a false mission statement. I can see if he was up there making a false mission statement, but he's not. He said he want to be out there and he gonna, fuck ICE up if they come out there doing whatever the fuck. So, I mean, shit, he said on what he believe in. I ain't going out there with that motherfucker. That's my only opinion. But as far as him doing what he feel like he need to do, I ain't got nothing to say about that motherfucker. I ain't going. I'm not going. But I ain't got no, they had to change their name to Black Lion, and they still stand outside with ICE. We'll see how many deportations they stop, and I'll judge them based on that. But if that man want to go stand for them people, I ain't gonna hold him. These are facts, Great Sense. We've been conditioned to lay down, work like a slave, and chase the never ending. Those are facts. Those are facts. That's what we've been conditioned to do. That's what, because we're always trying to fight that lazy, propaganda. We always trying to fight that. Hustle, 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 don't sleep. Hustle, 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 money, 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 money. We're always trying to fight against that. We don't let these motherfuckers gas us up. And it ain't getting us nowhere. CJ says, just because someone is a Christian doesn't mean they take mess from anybody. Okay. That's all right. I don't know. I guess I wasn't really trying to say that, but I am saying if you are an actual Christian, then you turn the other motherfucking cheek. That's just per. So what you're saying is a little bit oxymoronic. You know what I'm saying? Because if you are a Christian, then I'm going to have to, and this is going to sound so cliche, but the Bible says. So what you mean? The Bible says you have to take mess from everybody and pray for them and hope they get better. Maybe try to introduce them to your Lord and Savior, and maybe that'll change them and they'll be cool. Like your Bible said, you have to take mess. So if you're not following that Bible, then can you say you're a Christian? I mean, it's a slippery slope. The religion conversation it's a slippery slope. It's a slippery slope. So, John Harrison says, what's your response when Muslims say Islam is anti-racist and helps the black struggle? The one thing I can give Islam, the NOI, is they do have more of a military style of pro-blackness. They're not so much on some turn the other cheek shit. So I'll give them that, if only in comparison to Christianity. As a whole, no. If we just compare it to just somebody just being pro-black, like fuck all the religious shit. Like the religious shit isn't necessary. I don't give a fuck if you Muslim, Islam, Christianity, whatever it is, all that shit is unnecessary. If you need it for a discipline, I do think that the Nation of Islam, they do have the way that they present discipline, military type shit. Like I think that, but Islam is anti-racist. They would have to deal with the racism within their religion. They would have to denounce the ones of them, because the Arabs and the slave trade. I mean, come on, what are we talking about? They would have to denounce that part of that for this to be true, if that makes sense. Like you got to come out and tell a true story. One of the things I don't like that Muslims do is they'll leave that part of the story out. Tell the whole story. Say that maybe you're part of, because there are different factions of Islam or practicing Islam. There are different factions of it, but tell the truth about where the fuck this shit came from. The Arab. Talk about him. Tell the truth about him. What he said, what he did, and how he thought about black people. Now, to me, I believe you can use any of these books for empowerment if you allow them to be used for empowerment. I would say that about Islam, Buddhism, Hinduism. I think you can use any of these things for empowerment or discipline if you need those things. But it being anti-racist and helps black struggle, I couldn't go all the way there with that. I couldn't do it. I really could not do it. So, Jack Up Tone says, should black people leave America? I think so. And go where? We can do this for a minute. Leave America and go where? What you thinking? What's a better, I guess, option for black people? What are some places? Because what do y'all think? Y'all think there's somewhere else Black people will be either better off or safe or okay, or what's another place that black people can go? It's a delay, so a little bit of a delay. What y'all think? I don't see it, but I'm open to hearing what y'all may think about where where are black people going. Come on, y'all hit me with some shit. Ain't nobody. Y'all ain't got nothing. Okay. All right. Well, um, that's the only thing about this for me. I'll say is that because of how world powers operate when we're dealing with colonialism, imperialism, anti-blackness, this is a worldwide. You know what I'm saying? Like there, it's I don't know where you can. I mean, of course, you can go be amongst black people, but typically places that are mostly black are being sabotaged by or ran by. I mean, America itself will go assassinate the fuck out of somebody's leader. I mean, look how they treated Patrice Lumumba. Belgium got together with America and took him out. Muammar, America, Hillary, Obama took him out. So because the way America's tentacles work and the superpower nations in the world, because it's not just America, it's not the only superpower nation. You got your America, Russia, China. Um, those are, I would say the UK and some of the European, but they're always fucking with shit. And anywhere where they're fucking with shit is not going to be a good place, at least based on all the research I've done. It doesn't seem like it's going to be cool, no matter where we go. So, what y'all think about that? Oh, let me change this. I don't know. I don't see it. I don't think we should be leaving anywhere because I don't know where we're going to go and everything going to be okay. I think no matter where we go, and you can look across the world and see that you're going to have to fight. It doesn't matter. I think you're going to have to fight regardless because of how America gets busy in world politics. I mean, you look at right now, even the relationship they have with Israel that people are against right now. I think TikTok, they're doing this thing now. We can't even talk about Israel. Now that's considered hate speech. If you say Zionist, that's hate speech. If you even talk about so-called Jews, that's hate speech. Like all of it is, it just is. And I ain't trying to be, a downer, but I just don't think we gonna fight no matter where we go. And we're gonna have to defend no matter where we go. Or we'd have been straight here. I mean, look at what the fuck we had going on here. America still Americaned us. Still. And then act like they don't even know what the fuck happened. They don't even know what we talking about. Let areas like Black Wall Street get bombed the fuck out of, and then just say, okay, well, your area got bombed. We're not gonna put nobody in prison. We're not gonna give you restitution, reparations. Hell, we can't even talk about reparations. That's a goddamn handout. If you ask any of these motherfuckers anti-reparation, so America basically blew up all our shit. Let civilians. It was a government sanctioned hit on all our cities, and said, well, go walk that way. Just And that's how black folk get treated everywhere in the world. We gonna fuck your shit up, blame you for it, forget we doing it or did anything, and tell you that you need to work a little bit harder. That's all. That's world. That's how I look at it. That's why I believe in black people coming together across the entire world. I believe in that. Because, everywhere we got to fight. Everywhere. I don't think. Well, okay. Right? That's what I'm saying. It is a global, and even but after you get through the white supremacy aspect of it, capitalism. Them bitches is coming to take. If they ain't got it and they need it, they're taking yours. If you don't have a military to fight against them, they're taking yours. They're taking your shit. They bombing you, coming up with reasons to invade, and coming through there same way they just did with Venezuela, talking about drugs. Come up with reasons to invade your shit, go invade your shit, and now we got oil. And I'm telling you, I was so mind blown when people was acting like that was the craziest shit they ever seen in their life. I'm like, what part of history are people paying attention to when they don't know this is what America does? If it's oil over there, they coming to get it. They'll make up a lie as to a reason they had to kidnap your leader, or they don't give a fuck. And they gonna go do that shit. And then now we in an age now where everything is shock and awe, like everything is. And it's like, well, if you pay attention to history, there shouldn't be too much shock left. It should be more like, them bitches still doing that? At best. Not shock. Oh, they still doing that. Venezuela, the latest example of this, they still doing it. Make up a lie and come get you. And can take you out. And now Trump said, we in control of that oil now. And he rubbed his hands together like Birdman. And nothing. He not getting impeached. That's not against the law. Nothing. Because one thing about what Trump is doing, what y'all have to realize is, he's not, there ain't no impeachment up against this man. He's doing everything within the legal parameters that he can do to impose his will across the board. That's why y'all might as well save y'all breath. I mean, I ain't gonna say save your breath, but actual real like passion, like 3 more years. Yeah. 3 more years. So put your seatbelt on, put your helmet on, keep your arms inside of the ride. Like 3 more years. You can cry all you want. That man everything within his power to do, and you might not like it. You might not like how he go about it. Yes, he is anti-black as fuck. You can tell that by the way he treated the would-be white South Africans that he brought over here. But he said fuck Haitians. Anti-black as fuck. Nicki Minaj don't seem to care, but he anti-black as fuck. 3 more years. Here's where it is. They went and kidnapped that boy from Venezuela, and that's just, it's a part of the game. That's how fucked up this shit is. That's a part of the game. We gotta be real about that. Exactly. Nevin, weapons of mass destruction, they can say anything. You got, what's them goddamn, you got a firecracker. Them bitches can say, I saw nukes on the camera. Put it on the news, show us some shit, and we just go. And fuck up third world countries. The only country I will say that fucked America up and they weren't ready for it was Vietnam. That's it. You notice they ain't been back in there. These other third world countries, little places, Venezuela, all that shit ain't got no real big military. All the military spending that happens as y'all blaming food stamps on the nation not having no money, or no, if the nation gives black people reparations, it'll be broke. They can't give you no universal health care because, it'll be broke. It'll break the whole country. No, it won't. All that money is going to the Pentagon, which blowing trillions of dollars. They don't even know where the fucking money is. And the military spending. They're going to have the best. You think you doing some shit on Call of Duty. Them bitches got everything. And they keep motherfuckers underground in labs coming up with new ways to kill. They're dedicated to new ways to kill. That's what makes them a superpower nation. America is a superpower nation. Russia and China, superpower nations. Now, America imposes itself onto other nations a lot more than other people do. But I mean, please, man, they do this shit for real. They do it for real. And Vietnam, the only ones that said, bitch, I don't care. You gonna bomb on us, you gonna shoot us down, but we gonna throw more bodies at your motherfucking ass. Now what? and they walked away. There ain't nothing they could do. But America acts like that. So that's why when we look at when you're dealing with, you know, even the ICE age or what Trump is doing, like he's not being arrested for any of it. That's what I wish people would take that away from this, as opposed to the shock and awe. Look at what he's doing. No charges. No issues. Other than, you know, people being mad, but ain't nothing illegal. This is all, it's in the game. That's what America is. It's in the game. So 3 more years. That's just all it is to it. You feel me? 3 more years of this shit. He gonna be out here doing a lot of shit, but it's all legal. So what you gonna do? We can cry. We love crying. We love crying. We love complaining. We love all of that shit. But 3 more years. It just is what it is. These are facts. Jigga Man, those are facts. Parents don't teach their kids pro-blackness at all. But then you got to understand the parents, we don't like pro-blackness. Grown people, grown black people, we don't give a fuck about it. We don't care to teach it. It's not something that is even worth teaching. We think we're teaching our kids racism. You know, that's how they got us. They got us. We so coon the fuck out that we think by teaching our kids pro-blackness, we're teaching them racism against other groups. That's what we believe. That's what they told us. Now, they'll tell you that about your pro-blackness, but their white power and the shit that they build their culture on, they're going to teach their kids that across the board. This is why every generation, your kid can be called a nigger by another little cave kid. That's why it ain't stopped. You're not teaching yours, but they teaching theirs. They don't give a fuck what's politically correct. I'm going to teach you who your enemy is. I'm not saying that they're right for doing it, but they're doing it. They teach you that your shit is what's racist. They shit is just fine. And we accepted that. We accepted that. And we didn't have to. So this is one of them times where, as hard as I can go on the caves and the white man and his mama, this black folk, this ain't got nothing to do with white people at all. We decided that pro-blackness was racist. Therefore, we decided that we're not going to teach our kids shit. At all. We teach our kids to look for their enemies in themselves. Other black people. You can see it all day long on social media. You can see it all day. We will argue with each other all day long. And it don't got to be about no real shit. It's about relationships. Do you know that niggas do that every day? Every single day, niggas is arguing about relationships. Every day. We think that's valid. That's really moving the needle. We think that's relevant. Masculinity, femininity. We think these things are relevant, and it's daily. We don't take no days off from this shit. Talking shit to each other based on relationships. So our kids will get that. But no pro-black shit. None. I would argue if we built our culture on pro-blackness, relationships won't be such a goddamn problem. That's what I believe. Relationships won't be as difficult if we build our relationships in pro-blackness. But we don't. We build our relationships exactly like the white man and his mama build theirs. So they gave us the model. We copy their model. And then we sit around arguing with each other every day because the model ain't working. Like, it's mind-blowing to me. I mean, if you ask me, I would almost be like, if I didn't see it every day, I wouldn't even believe it. They told us how to be in relationships, and we're copying them. Wondering what's wrong. Why it don't work. What's happening. And every day we talk about it. Every day. sex, and relationships. This is what's valid. So if you are kids and you looking at us and say you learning from us and what, to be a black man or woman, what that is and what that means. Because we talk about relationships under that guise of our race. It's black man, black woman, black, that's how we talk about it. So if you're our children and you sitting back and you learning from the grown people you looking at, what do you see? What is there to see? We're not teaching them anything. Nothing at all. So, because this is where we are in our development, I would argue that we're still very infantile as it comes to pro-blackness. Now, there'll be moments where we'll act like we black, like George Floyd. There'll be moments, but what we do day in and day out is bullshit. Argue about relationships that you're not even in. Like, motherfuckers just be talking. That's what we do every day. Every day. So, I don't think until we show our kids something different, we're going to be here. We're going to be here a while. That's why my mission is more so along getting us to be mentally fortified. Because I see that we're not. We're not mentally fortified. Now, one thing I am noticing is that, the content game is where some people are using pro-blackness for content and all this old shit, but then it's just content. And by the time you click off the video, you go live your life like a coon. That's what we do. You may entertain some Black history and, press up thumbs up button on some Black history and, but you go live your life like a coon. That's just where we are. And what do our kids see us doing that and they get the same shit. So I don't think until we change our culture and what it's built on, I don't think we're gonna really see much progress. That's a fact. The Royal Hiker says motherfuckers don't even want relationships no more. They did a number on us so bad and it's sad. I can't even like I said, I can't put that on them. They're not in our homes controlling our relationships. They're not in our homes controlling how we see each other. They're not doing it. I can't put that on them. I can't. At some point, we got to carry some of this shit. Now, what they're responsible for, I'm going to make them carry that. But our relationship construct, they don't control that. We do. They're not in our homes holding guns to us. Argue with that nigga now. Hit her. No. They not doing that at all. We doing that. Those are decisions that we're making. We decide to take in this would be content. We decide to watch this type of shit. That's why I know that they got it. We are really light work. Honestly, I hate to say that, but it's true. We light work because they study us. People will jokingly talk about algorithms. Almost in a light fashion that we talk about these things now. Somebody is studying these algorithms. Somebody is studying exactly what we pay attention to. They know that we are light work. We are very easily influenced, and particularly when the black man and woman to pit us against each other. Now they can pit us against each other, but we get there and do the arguing and fighting. As opposed to, okay, they pit us against each other. Come here, give me a hug. Come here. Your day was long, mine too. I'm black. You black still? Oh, they be out here on some bullshit. Ain't it rough? You could come in there and hug. You don't gotta fight. We choose to fight. We choose to argue, and we think it's relevant. We're arguing about 50-50 in a capitalistic society. We're done. Or as the young folks say, we're cooked. We live in a capitalist society and motherfuckers are arguing about 50-50 and not settling for. This is a low tier. It's absolutely mind-blowing what we decide to do. It's ridiculous. Rodney Rose says, I don't know about you, right? But are you sick of seeing black people debating non-black issues on these podcasts? I gotta be honest with you, brother. I don't watch podcasts. Don't watch them. So I was told that people want me to start one. People want me to start a podcast. They want me to come on here and talk about what's going on in the world, and shit like that. But I don't think they'll be as entertained by it. You know what I'm saying? But I have been very seriously considering, getting back to being here, putting my version of how I see things. Because when I try to watch clips of podcasts, I see people saying stupid shit, being unrealistic or gaslighting black people, like making us believe stuff that ain't true, not holding us, accountable for the things that we can control. Because I'm not going white man. I'm not doing it all day. I'm not. In this case, in this, I guess, in particular with relationships, I'm not white manning all day about that. That's us. All we got to do is change how we see each other. I see you as a sister. You see me as a brother. We can argue because brothers and sisters argue, don't they? Don't they argue? I mean, we got siblings. We can argue. But the love is the foundation of that. Like the love is still there. And then we can try to build based on our similar experience, based on the whole world. We don't have no friends. And that's being shown to us over and over and over again. We have nobody but each other. And we act like there's a plethora of options. Motherfuckers now, I got options. No, you don't. No, you don't. And the motherfuckers that get on here and lie about white men loving black women or black. I seen a post, the white bitch talking about she love black men too. Bitch, no, you don't. That's impossible. You can't love black men, bitch. And we will let these motherfuckers say this black men so cooned out in our minds. Ooh, that white bitch says she love me. This bitch gonna say, well, I see, basically, I'm gonna summarize. I ain't gonna quote the bitch exactly, but basically I see what all y'all going through in the world. Like, bitch, what? What are you talking about? Then where's your fucking organization to fight racism then, bitch? Hold on, I'm fine. I'm gonna quote the bitch exactly. Watch this. Fuck this shit. We here. We here. Let me watch this. Let me go to my fucking Facebook page. If you're not following me on Facebook, if you're not my friend on Facebook, come fuck with me. I gets it in. I keeps it thorough over there for the whole team. Watch this. I'm gonna tell you what the bitch said because I posted it. Watch this. I'm gonna read exactly what she said. Here's the type of shit that we talking about. Niggas being coons. I'm gonna show. Let me see. Hold on. Oh yeah, I posted about Jay-Z and them and the Epstein files and all that shit. Watch this. Here's the lies that white folk. This white nasty big y'all. Just nasty. I should share the screen. Let me see if I still know how to share a screen. Let me see if I still got my. I told you I gotta get back used to this shit. Let me try to flex my memory real quick. Watch this. Let me see if I can do this shit. Can I do that? Look at this shit. Let me show y'all. I'm just this is real quick. Watch this. This is all this bitch had to say. I love black men because the grace it takes to survive in a world that wasn't built for them deserves to be honored. Big nasty cave bitch talking about how much she loved black men. One thing that you'll find about these people that claim that they love black men and love black women is there is no organization in place, white ran, that is fighting against anti-blackness in this country or anywhere in the world. It doesn't exist. Bitch, fuck your love. What that mean? What is love? Huh? The grace it takes to survive in a world that wasn't built for you. Okay, so you acknowledge the world wasn't built for me, bitch. Go do what like y'all did for go do a PETA for black folk. Bitch. Don't nobody want to hear about this shit. And the problem is that black men are flattered by this. Black women, when a white man say something, we be flattered by. That's the coon in us that I'm trying to get us to alleviate and kill. We have a rabid coon inside of us, and we flattered when other motherfuckers talk about us like this. Ooh, this white bitch said she see my struggle out here in the world. Where the bitch ain't never on the front lines. The bitch ain't never got no fucking organization to fight racism to help your motherfucking ass. What the fuck is love? What are we talking about? You see what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck about none of this shit. That's us. We control that. We don't got to be flattered by that. That's some bullshit. Everybody should have cussed her out. Nope. Not black men. Not black men. They were flattered by that. These people ain't did shit to show you that they love you at all. But fuck you and maybe suck your little dick. That's it. They ain't shown you no type of love as a people. She can't love black men. She could like a black man. She could fetishize black men as a whole. But as a whole, you do not fucking love black men. And white men don't love black women. White men run the country. If white men really loved black women, like some of these motherfucking coon ass hoes will say, if they really loved you, they could really change the game for you, black woman. They're not. You just a coon. And therefore, them talking like that gets you hype. You feel attractive. Feel like somebody wants your motherfucking ass. No, we got each other. That's it. Y'all just don't want to fucking deal with that. Don't nobody want to deal with that. We feel like that's the end. Like that's giving up hope. Like, no. That's what the problem is. We keep looking out. That's our problem. The fuck? Nobody fucking love you. This is a white ran country. White folk tell you they love you. Ain't doing shit to change your circumstance whatsoever. What? Bitch, what? If I run the country, I say I love black women. I change the whole world, the whole nation to show that love. That's what I do. They stopped dying in my fucking hospitals at almost 400% higher during childbirth. That's how how the fuck you gonna say you love black women? They dying on the goddamn table. How the fuck you gonna be talking about you just love black men? No, don't nobody love us. And I don't care if that hurt y'all niggas' feelings or not. I don't care. You niggas need your feelings hurt right now. Because y'all in fucking la la land. You think Mexicans fucking love you right now. Y'all be in fucking la la land. Short memory. I got everything. It don't go nowhere. I got it. I'm in there with us. I don't forget. What the fuck? We don't got nobody else. We ain't got no motherfucking friends and don't nobody love us. The people y'all claim that's not racist tolerate you at best. They tolerate you at best. That's it. Ain't no love. What's that? I'm thinking about that. Ain't no love in the heart of the city. Ain't no love. Ain't no love. I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. Again, I think it makes black people feel good. Okay? It feeds our egos. Oh, they love us. Look at that. No, they don't. Because when they come ready to blame something in this country that's going wrong, they're going to blame you. They're literally blaming you for ICE right now. Currently. You're being blamed for ICE, but you think Mexicans love you. Until black men and women decide to love each other. And that doesn't mean get along all the time, because y'all get it fucked up. I'm not utopia, like where we don't. No, that don't mean always get along. But I'd be damned if I just, in my heart, I want to see the black woman fail. I don't want to see her have no hardship. I don't want none of that for a black woman. How could I? That's ridiculous. We'd be much better off if we decide that we give a fuck about each other and fuck what the fuck anybody else talking about. We're going to focus on us. We ain't did that yet. We haven't decided to do that yet. At all. So, I don't know what it's going to take, but I am being motivated to come back to YouTube and start doing this shit a little bit more frequently. Now, one thing about as far as the monetization process of it, I don't think I want to do that, because that's going to make them be like on my head more about what I'm saying, how I'm saying it. Because even when I see people talk about, current events and stuff like that, it's almost like they soft talking it just to be politically correct, saying shit like unalived and raped and all this low stupid ass shit. Like I can't see me ever being like that. So I would need really my people that fuck with me would be the what would keep me afloat. I guess if that makes sense. Like I can't rely on conglomerates. I wouldn't want to rely on conglomerates to change my message, water it down, say unalived. I'm saying murder, bitch. It's a very serious crime. It's a very serious thing. I'd be damned if I'm gonna say unalived. I'm not talking like that. No. Nope. I'm not gonna censor myself in that way. If I'm talking about rape, I'm gonna say rape. I'd be damned if I'm gonna say grape. That's an egregious crime. It needs to be talked about plainly and succinctly because it is. It's an egregious crime. So that's the only thing that would, hold me back. The would be algorithm probably not going to have me as high up as they may have other people and stuff like that. But, I got plenty to say about everything. So I have been contemplating coming back in here and, having conversations and shit with y'all. And having niggas be mad at me because we need somebody on our ass. I'm not talking about the type motherfuckers that be like, that like a black Republican talks about black people. That's not the type of talking that I'm not with that shit. You know what I'm saying? But as far as our relationship constructs, how we think about pro-blackness, what we teaching our children, all those things are within our control. And we dropping the motherfucking ball on all of it. On all of it. We're dropping the ball on it. And we teach them how to be cowards. We teach them to wait on Jesus still. I mean, it's been centuries. I don't understand it. I mean, if we had that much faith in each other, we would be we would probably by now have superpowers for real. Remember that one year when they was talking about niggas gonna get superpowers when the moon did some shit? I think if we had the faith that we have in Jesus, we put that faith and love in ourselves for each other, please, we'd be out of here. We'd be out of here. Life would be vastly different for us. But that's not what we're doing. Those aren't the decisions that we've made as a people. As of right now, we have, I'm not, like I say, I see black people getting together to make the decision to delineate from other, immigrant groups. I see that we've moved to delineation. We just haven't moved to looking at each other in a different light altogether, so that black love can actually mean something as opposed to being white love in blackface. So that's kind of what we're doing. And because we keep copying white people, everything that they do, we copy it. Everything that they concern themselves with, we copy that too. And we need to cut that shit off. That shit needs to be over with. These lying bitch ass Mexicans, no, we're not listening to them lie to us. We're not letting nobody lie to us or use propaganda against us anymore. We're not doing that. We're done with that shit. We're going to face that shit head on. And that's what's making me really want to, get back on, being on public platforms and being on videos and shit. It's like, I'm tired of motherfuckers lying on us, yo. I'm tired of motherfuckers lying on us and we just accept the lie. We don't fight back against it. We'll fight each other all day. This government, this society can lie on us every single day. And we don't say shit. Let a motherfucker talk about some 50-50 though. That's all day. Comments all day long. Arguing all day long. Engagement all day long. 50-50 for no. But you gonna let these motherfuckers say that you the welfare queen? They still saying it about you. You know that, right? They're still calling you lazy. You know that, right? They're still saying all the same shit. Y'all don't got no smoke for none of that. But all the smoke for each other. And see, that's the part I don't like. And motherfuckers is lying to us. Mexicans, no. Fuck y'all. Fuck what you talking about. Y'all need to come out and make a public statement denouncing all anti-black behaviors, not only here in America, but in South America as well as all other so-called Latin American countries or Latin countries, a Spanish-speaking country. Y'all need to be denouncing anti-blackness across the motherfucking board. And then practice this. Change your culture. Look at the white man as your enemy, your mortal enemy, because the white man has been your enemy. So, Again, I'm not letting people lie to us. Okay? You're not going to keep throwing crime data and black on black crime at me to justify why you're anti-black or why you're anti-black racist. That's not enough. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Black on black would be crime, or the so-called black on black crime. Bitch, that's us doing that to each other, right? So based on what you're saying, what the fuck they got to do with you being anti-black? Absolutely nothing. But they're still using that against us. You see what I'm saying? We are allowing them to use that type of shit against us, and we'll feel bad about ourselves. I ain't like that. I ain't killed no niggas. The fuck? Why would you explain yourself to them? You on a computer at the crib reading comments, and you will sit in there and say you ain't murdered no goddamn body. You'll explain yourself to distance yourself away from what the fuck they're talking about. And they sitting here lying on you. But all we can do, I ain't no killer. I ain't no criminal. I speak good. Like, what? You gonna keep doing this shit with these motherfuckers every day and arguing with each other, troll each other? We cuss each other out all day. This is why if you come to my Facebook page now, one thing you gotta know is not no PG shit over there. I'm cussing racist caves out and coons all day. The way y'all talk, the way we talk to each other, that's how I talk to them. I have no couth, no none of that. Them bitches come over being racist, I'm cussing their motherfucking asses out. This is how we talk to each other. They can get that same work. Y'all wanna, you wanna fix yourself up when you get in front of white folk. We start doing this type of shit. Yes, sir. Put on a good job interview voice. Fuck that shit. I'm tired of y'all doing it for them. And they don't give a fuck that you're doing it anyway. You've been doing it for this long, and they still don't give a fuck nothing about you. They don't care. You ain't have to loot nothing. They're still gonna call you a looter. You ain't gotta kill nobody, gonna call you a murderer. You ain't gotta steal shit, they're still gonna call you a thief. And you let them. And you keep trying to prove yourself to these motherfuckers. Fuck them. That's the energy that I have. That's the energy of B123. And if you can't fuck with that, I understand. I'm not the person for you. There's other teachers out here, and I say this all the time. There are other people out here to listen to. But this the energy I got. I can bang with anybody. I don't care. That I'm tired of seeing us in this weak position trying to prove ourselves to these motherfucking caves. That's bullshit. That's bullshit, and I don't accept it. I'm not proving shit to them. I ain't proving a goddamn thing to these people at all. And I think it's time for us to stop doing that as a people. Because that's not their fault that you're still doing it. Now, you could say, well, they programmed us and Willie Lynch, and you can come up with all the fucking excuses you want. But you don't have to do that. They're still going to look at you as a thief. They don't give a fuck about your fucking police record. They don't give a fuck. They just want to make you feel bad about yourself. To prove that they're better than you, that they are superior to you. They tell you that your IQ is lower than theirs. They don't give a fuck that you got degrees. You think they care? The only person that they see as smart is a motherfucking black Republican that's going to sit here and say that, systemic racism ain't real. To them, that's genius. Look at the people look at the black people that the caves actually call smart. Look at how they talk. It's not about the education, the degrees themselves. They say shit like, well, systemic racism ain't real. Black people need to pull themselves up by their bootstraps. That black Republican talking points. They think they're smart. It don't matter if you fucking smart. If you're not kissing their ass, they're not going to call you smart. It just is what it is. And we are still trying to prove ourselves. And that's not them making us do that. That's you. That's us. So we got to stop doing that. And that's what, to me, that's what I'm doing with B123. I'm trying to convince us that you don't have to act like that. You ain't got to do that. And you don't got to feel like you have to do that. You see what I'm saying? And fuck these Mexicans. Fuck them. I'm not mincing words. I'm not doing that. That motherfucker gonna tell me, well, you're acting like all Mexicans are like that. The culture is. So, that's their culture. Not my fault. I didn't set that for them. Until they make an enemy of the white man, like they made the enemy out of us, fuck them. That's how I feel about every group. I don't give a damn if it's black immigrant groups. I don't care who it is. You bring your ass over here, you talking crazy, you from Haiti? That's where you from? Then fuck you too. You see what I'm saying? That's not fuck the entire of Haiti. That's fuck this Haitian coon that's saying the bull. You see what I'm saying? Like, I got the same energy for all these motherfuckers. Fuck what you talking about. That's where we need to be. That's how I feel like we move forward as a people. All this PC shit that we be on, all this begging motherfuckers to see us as different or one of the good ones and all this old bullshit. Fuck all that. Fuck that. You can't be good. You're never going to be good enough. Chasing down the standards that they have for you. You'll never be good enough. We'll never be good enough at all. At all. John Harrison says, while we should never rely on caves, what about people like John Brown? I know Dr. Umar Johnson said he admired John Brown, even though the caves called him a psychopath. What are your thoughts? I have no issue with John Brown, but you think I'm about to talk about John Brown when white people don't even respect John Brown? I would say the motherfucking caves need to respect John Brown. You know who they got statues of around here? Robert E. Lee. You know who he was, right? Right. They don't honor John Brown. They don't. So it's not for me to honor John Brown. White people, who John Brown was a white man, white people don't fuck with him. That's how you know that these motherfuckers are anti-black. I fuck with what John Brown was on. But he's one white man, and he's the white man that you could turn to throughout the entire history that went out there and really, you know what I'm saying, like went to work for black people. But white people don't even, ain't no John Brown Street, ain't no John Brown School, ain't no John Brown statue, ain't no John Brown fucking library, gym, nothing. They don't fuck with him. So what about John Brown? And Umar, I don't, Umar gives a lot of reference to white people, and I don't fuck with that. So that's where Umar is right now. He gives a lot of reference to white people. He makes sure that white bitches know that he's not trying to disrespect them. All respect to the white queen. Like, no. So what Umar Johnson talking about don't mean much to me at all. Brother smart, but he does right now, the clips that I've seen of him here lately, where he gives a lot of deference to other groups. He makes sure that they know, like, well, I don't, I ain't saying all of y'all, or no, I don't respect that at all. Because they don't do it for us. When they talk about black folk, they talk about black folk. When they say that y'all niggas IQ is low, they talking about all you niggas. And they not going to take time out to clarify, well, not the one over there, the 2-3 of them over there. They not thugs. They not criminals. They don't do that for us. But here Umar is. And he's sitting here doing this shit all the time. And I don't fuck with that. I ain't clarifying shit. If them bitches feel like I'm talking about all of them, fuck it. Who cares? They don't give a fuck about us. How we feel. They talk about us like we're fucking criminals. So fuck that. I'm not clarifying that shit. They talk about us like we're all criminals. So I'm not clarifying. And Umar does a lot of that, so I can't really fuck with him. And he does a lot of celebrity pandering now too. Like I don't. No, I don't fuck with none of that. Because I don't fuck with black celebrities at all. At all. But John Brown, respectable, they don't respect him. So that should tell us everything we need to know about these people. If you ask me. That should be what we understand. They don't care nothing about him. They don't respect him. They don't honor him at all. And so that tells you who they are. And fuck them and fuck what they talking about. Fuck what they think. But they don't even honor John Brown. But I respect what John Brown did. So that's not for me to say I don't respect what John Brown did. But I ask white people, why don't they honor John Brown? Why don't they fuck with John Brown? And of course, they're not going to be honest about it. But they consider him basically a nigger lover. Basically. He traded on his own race. He traded on the slave owners. So they don't fuck with the boy. And to this day, they don't. But Charlie Kirk, he getting a holiday in the street. Ain't that something? They gonna give Charlie Kirk's old racist cave bitch ass a street and a holiday, but John Brown, nah, they don't fuck with the boy. So what does that tell you? What does that tell you? So it just is what it is, and that's no disrespect to nobody. But look at a lot of these guys on on this in this pro-black space, the way they be talking, you could tell they're not trying to make everybody mad. They can't really be all the way honest. They gotta try to be respectful to. Nope, I'm not there, and that's not my lane. Nor do I want it to be. You see what I'm saying? Fuck all that. We start sounding like apologists for racism. Like it was done to us. It's practiced against us. I be damn if I'm about to be an apologist when I'm talking about racism. I'm not doing that shit. I don't give a fuck. If I never, that probably will keep me out of the algorithm for the rest of my life. I don't care. I'm not doing that. We ain't did shit to nobody. I'm not gonna sit around and everybody just watched us go through shit. No. Hell no. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Mozambique. Really? What's going on? I can't pronounce Jesus sells Savior or Jesus L. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying now. That's tough. Says B1 Bro, listening from Mozambique, Africa. Mad love to you, brother. Mad love to you, brother. Roland says, I'm over there with you, Rob. I seen the way you dragging these caves. That's how we gotta be. That's what B123 is. Look, if a cave come hat in hand, sit their little bitch asses in the back of the class because we don't let them bitches in the front. Okay? Back of the bus with them, right? And be humble and sit there, okay. But you be seeing them caves on my page. They come in hot. Talking about killing me and all types of shit. Doxing me, want to find me. Like, bitch, you ain't got to look for me. You don't have to look for me. I'm out here in the streets every day. And one thing about races online, in real life, I'm in areas, y'all know, I drive all over this country. I'm in places where I'm the only black person. And my head is big up at all times. And I be at work like this all over the place. Crickets. I like your shirt. They'll say some shit like that. Or just stare, which I don't mind that. But they ain't, man. Online, they tough. But everybody tough online. I mean, I got niggas that say crazy stuff to me online. And of course, the caves be, everybody tough online. But they not, motherfuckers ain't like that. And I'm here to show us that we don't have to be cowards all the time to be liked. We don't have to accept crumbs and scraps, and we don't gotta do that. Bitch, if you don't fuck with me, I don't fuck with you. That's where I'm at with the Mexicans. I'm not trying to prove my morality. My morality is proven on the fact that I ain't did shit to nobody. That's what be killing me about us trying to prove our morality. We already did it. We been enslaved, went through Jim Crow, go through all the racism, and we ain't did shit to nobody. I don't have to prove my morality. I don't have to prove who I am and what I am to these motherfuckers. Fuck them. They should be proving themselves to us, but y'all don't make them. All them bitches gotta say is, oh, I love black men. Here come niggas. Little pitter patter of coon feet coming to goddamn sop this bullshit up. Fuck that. They should be proving themselves to us at best, if anything. But we still proving ourselves to them and we ain't even did shit to nobody. Like, do you see that Jedi mind trick they pulled on niggas? We'll start talking different and we ain't gotta prove shit to them motherfuckers. We done tried to prove everything to them, assimilated to everything they wanted us to do. And they still say, fuck niggas. So, fuck them. Hispanics, fuck them. We ain't even did nothing to them. We don't lock them up. We ain't sent ICE to their crib. We didn't kick their door in. We didn't take them away from their baby. We didn't do none of that shit. And these bitches got the nerve to tell one of their kids, don't bring no black person home. Bitch, what? Don't bring no black person home? But you don't mind a cave, a full-blown cave. Oh, okay. They the ones doing all the shit to you, but don't bring no black person home. Well, fuck you then. Fuck your culture and fuck you. That's how I feel about it. Okay? That's how I feel about them. Until they clean this shit up, fuck them. That's how I feel about them. That's not no hate coming from my heart. That's just me. And one motherfucker gonna basically say, well, you being just like the racist when you talk like this. And I wish they could see my shoulders. I don't give a fuck. You can call me a racist. You can call me, you can call me whatever the fuck you want. Here's what I know for a fact. We, as a people, as racist as you may say we are, I even heard this coon ass nigga, Anton, say that black people was the most racist people he ever met in his life. And you niggas support Anton Daniels. We're done. We're done. You gonna let a motherfucker say something like that? Black people the most racist people he ever met in his life. Meanwhile, we've done nothing to nobody. Honky? Cracker? Really? That makes us the most racist people ever in history? Honky Cracker? White Devil, maybe? Pig, maybe? Y'all let this motherfucker get away with saying that shit? I call him a goddamn coon. Do you know these motherfuckers went ham on me on my Facebook page when him and Corey Holcomb got into it? I went ham on him first, then I went ham on Corey Holcomb for talking about his daughter. But either way, niggas was on my head. Niggas don't fuck with me when I start going in on their heroes. Anton Daniels is one of their heroes, and Corey Holcomb apparently is one of their fucking heroes. These niggas gonna go in on me. Nigga, fuck you. Here's a coon ass nigga talking about most racist people you ever met in this world, in life, is black people. We ain't did shit to nobody at all. Couple name calling. White people's racism extends past them calling us niggers. That is not what my argument is against the caves and their racism. Not the word nigger. That ain't what it was. They saw it. They ain't like they got off a fucking boat, saw, oh shit, niggers. That is not the extent of their racism. I don't give a fuck about that. So you got niggas out here talking like that. Then Corey Holcomb come turn around and talks about a little innocent black girl that ain't did shit to nobody. I don't fuck with none. All that's coon shit to me. Two different ends of the spectrum, but you got coon A and coon B. I don't care how you niggas feel about that. And that's another one of my problems is niggas want to be pleased. They want people to worship the same people they worship. I don't fuck with coons. Oh, Rob, I don't think that's cooning. Well, that's why you didn't say it. I think it's cooning, bitch. So why are you telling me what you think is cooning? What you talking about? And that's another thing that, black, and particularly black men don't really like. They don't like that about me. They don't like that about me. I don't care. Of course you don't think it's cooning. Coons of a feather. That's my saying. I say it all the time. And them bitches ain't even got feathers. I just say this shit like, coons of a feather, bitch. Like, I know you don't think it's no coon shit. That's why I said it. Nobody else says it. I've been saying it for over a decade, bitch. Look at my record. I've been calling motherfuckers coons. Y'all been saying they ain't coons, and then they may do some more shit like y'all did with Nicki Minaj. Been called her a coon. Now she do some more shit, do some more shit. Oh, now she a coon. Well, you 10 years late. You 12 years late. I was already there. You cussed me out. Though 10 years later, now you want to say they're a coon. I don't fuck with no coon shit. There's levels to this shit. Black people ain't did shit to nobody at all. We're not lazy at all. We're not inherently violent at all. And this is what caves will say to us. The caves. And these so-called Hispanics, which ain't nothing but caves. Taco eating caves. Piñata hanging. Quinceañera having caves. That's it. That's all. That's what they are. That's what they show me that they are. They could be something else. They could become something else. And I'd say that they something else. But right now, these bitches are just fajita caves. Food is good. And I'm not gonna go far to sit here and act like the food ain't fire. I fucks with some food from them folk. But you don't fuck with niggas. And when I ask you to tell me a story, you say no habla. So that means you don't have a story. So then you create a story about you saving me from the white man. And that's supposed to be okay. Well, apparently y'all don't know that's what happened then. Apparently, maybe y'all don't know. Maybe the so-called Hispanics don't know their own history. Like, get the fuck up out of here. Go tell them they did all that for us. And then ask them, well, damn, y'all see they wasn't doing it to nobody. Y'all helped them from slavery. Well, who was enslaving them then? Why didn't you choose to make an enemy of the enslaver? Huh? Oh, okay. No, we back to that again. Okay, but it's a damn good question. Why the fuck didn't you choose to make an enemy of the enslaver? We ain't did shit to your bitch ass. We not locking you up and throwing you in the fucking prisons and shit. Like we ain't did nothing. We ain't deport you. We ain't did shit. So, well, unless they count Obama, because he did deport 2.7 million, by the way, the most ever. They called him the what they call him, deporter in chief or whatever the fuck they was. Obama did some work. He did some work. He did some work. So, but if they didn't like him, okay, I understand that. But you don't like niggas, and you didn't like niggas before that. You don't like niggas after that. There's no reason for this. There's no reason for this. There's no reason for this. Jack, you say fuck Christian Anton. I mean, I don't know the boy like that, but I know that he be on some coon shit. I know that. Because I think it was him that when people were trying to defend him, they was making me have to go, well, you need to go see more of what he say. I said, well, if Anton is the person that I remember him being, like, he been a coon. Like, what, this is new coon shit? Like, you need to go see what he really be saying. Okay, so I take a short trip down that rabbit hole, and I say, this was supposed to make it better? The fuck is you talking about? That nigga said he is Christian first. Okay. Be Christian first then. But I don't fuck with niggas that's Christian first. So if that's gonna make niggas not fuck with me, so be it. I don't care. I don't want to hear none of that shit. I don't fuck with niggas that's gay first, Christian first, none of any of these other titles. If you put that over your blackness, fuck you. I don't need to talk to you right now. Maybe later on when you come to your fucking senses. But I don't want to talk to you. I don't need to talk to you because you put stuff in front of black. And I got black 3 times before I even get to anything else. Black first, second, third. That's before I even get to man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's before I even get to man. Black first, second, third, man. Father. See what I'm saying? It's after that. So, no, I don't fuck with none of these people. Tony Stark says, explain that point you made. How are we getting blamed for ICE? We're not getting blamed for ICE. We're being blamed for not standing outside protesting ICE. That's what we're being blamed for. We should be outside protesting with racist Mexicans to help them stand against ICE, which is a fool's errand because you're not going to stop ICE. But we're being blamed for not standing with them because they stood with us throughout history. And I say, fuck that. So. That's all. I appreciate the love. Liberated Soul Rebel. Well, I mean, good Lord, I've been going for 2 hours straight. Again, I told y'all I'm snowed in. I mean, they called for like 6 inches. I think it's more like 8, 9 out that bitch for real. I think it's 8, 9 out there like that for real. But you know, I'm snowed in this bitch. We've been out here getting it in. If you've been following what I'm saying, if I'm making sense, if any of this is making sense, can y'all just put a B123 in the chat? Just to let me know that I'm not wasting all my time. I'm wasting all my breath. That maybe some of this that I'm saying is making sense. I know it sounds brash. It sounds abrasive. But to me, that's what anti-blackness has been the whole time. So if you want a polite version of, I'm just not the person for you is all. You know what I'm saying? I don't got a polite version at all for this shit. But if you fucking with what I'm saying, put a B123 in the chat. Also, click the like button. I forgot to say this shit. It's been so long. Like button, subscribe, do all that type of shit. If you want to order some t-shirts or hoodies from me, the links in the description box is where my t-shirts and hoodies and stuff are. All pro-black shit on there. And y'all should see how these white folk act. When I take a picture of me in one of my shirts and put it up on my Facebook page, you should see these fucking caves. Just coming out of their caves with their fucking torches. Just mad. It's ridiculous, really. They be so mad. When I'm just posting pictures up on my fucking Facebook page of me and my own fucking t-shirts. Them bitches be livid. Mad. But I'll tell you, it's different in real life. them bitches might stare, but they don't be saying all this shit. They be saying some wild shit to me about the t-shirt. But if you got the heart to wear a pro-black t-shirt, if you interested in that type of shit, link in the description box. Link is there. The link is there. Jack said, wait. Jack says, Anton said, fuck that woman who was shot in her face, but he claims to be Christian. I mean, is Christian not the most violent? Like, let's be honest about Christianity. Is it not the most violent religion? I mean, just look at how the religion was spread through the Crusades. I mean, that's on brand to me. That's on brand for Christianity, for them to be saying fuck the woman that got shot in her face by ICE. Now, I don't celebrate somebody getting shot in the face by ICE. I'm not a Christian though. I just shrug. And some people look at that as the same, and that's one of the problems. That's how you know people are dumb and or slow, because it's two different levels to this shit. But they look at you shrugging, because black people are literally not doing nothing but chilling. But they'll look at that as you saying fuck her, even if you're not saying anything like that. I'm indifferent. I don't have okay. I don't have no, as they say, dog in the fight. I could care less. But they'll say that's the same. It's basically the same as, remember, it's about like the hoopla when they did with Charlie Kirk. When niggas was like, all right. Racist ass bull talking that shit about black on black crime got hit up by a cave, huh? That's something. They turn that into niggas was celebrating. So they'll try to manipulate that. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't fuck the woman. Okay. I mean, it happened. It is what it is. My people out here dying every day, and my people still drinking poison water in Flint. Like, I'm still there. I'm still with the people of Flint. So it's like, okay, but no, I can't really. I ain't about to go stand outside for it. Believe that. I'm not doing that. I don't think that's relevant for us as a people to do that. But we still got shit going. But I remember people acting crazy about Charlie Kirk. I remember that. They was going crazy. Y'all celebrating somebody's death and like, nah, we just not giving a fuck about somebody's death. Like, and expressing that we don't give a fuck. And shouldn't. And we shouldn't. So. But I think this shit lagging bad, yo. Like, I don't like that shit. Something going on with the fucking chat shit over here. I can't really look at this shit. It just goes blank forever. Mad love to all the B123s I see in the chat. Mad love to y'all for that. I really appreciate that. But this shit laggy as hell over here. This shit is laggy. Real laggy. I mean, you right. Hold on, I'm trying to read through y'all's comments because this shit is laggy, so just be patient with me. I am. Liberated Soul said, I see you recently said you were recruiting folks to come get it on Facebook. Them folks be on there bullshitting. Oh, that's true. Go to my Facebook page and just scroll. You will see. Man, the way these caves be talking, they need to be cussed the fuck out. Like, and sometimes I see some of us try to explain racism to them and all that shit. No, just cuss them the fuck out. That's all the respect that they deserve from us. They don't deserve our respect. They don't deserve it. Jack, those are facts. Jack said Mexicans will turn back around and support Trump again if they could. Easily. They don't give a fuck. Matter of fact, they'd be supporting Trump if he was doing that shit to us. Please. Fuck out of here, man. If I listen to that shit, I'm not listening to no guilt shit because I know the truth. I've been here. I keep up with the history. I keep up with the current events. I keep up with all this shit. They wouldn't have shit to say if he was doing it to us. At all. When they were doing it to black people. Hell, we got... Remember when they was at the border? It was the border in Texas and Haitians was trying to get up in there? Do y'all remember what other groups of people were saying? Let me give y'all a second to think about that. Think about that for a second. If you remember that. when they was treating the Haitians like shit. And I remember Donald Trump saying something about shithole countries. Remember that? See, if you keep up with all of it, it all makes sense. My attitude, my mood, my energy, it all makes sense. Because I don't never forget it. So, who remembers how they was treating them Haitians? Do y'all remember any protests about it? Do y'all remember Mexicans protesting about how they was treating Haitians down there in Texas? They was on horseback, rounding niggas up. Was there any protests going on? I'll give y'all time to think about that. I know the answer to this question. Any protests? At all? No? Okay, here we go. And wait a minute. So, okay, I like that you answered the question, but I didn't notice. Lady Headgiver 212. I won't even ask. I won't even ask. But no protest, no signs. Quit treating black people like that. Us Mexicans been standing with them since slavery. Not one sign. Not even one in Spanish that reads and translates into that in English. Nothing. Crickets. Didn't give a fuck how they was being treated down there in Texas. And Texas has a large so-called Hispanic population. You didn't see shit. See, they don't expect me to remember all this. I'm not like most of us who forgive, move. I got all that sitting right here. I remember that. I remember those images. Them motherfuckers in Texas didn't do shit, didn't say shit, didn't speak up, didn't say a fucking word. But they was treating Haitians like that. I mean, they don't give a fuck. So, miss me with the bullshit. Just fake moral shit. And this niggas on my page really trying to go in on me about the fact that I'm not standing out there. I don't believe we should be out there or none of that shit. This niggas trying to go in on me. Treat me like I'm fucked up. No, y'all just be forgetting. I don't. I remember I'm not sitting here saying every Mexican person I ever met in my life called me a nigger or nothing crazy like that. Motherfuckers don't be out here mistreating me. That is not how I roll through life. Life has not been that. Well, motherfucker gonna roll up on me, disrespect me. No. Don't happen. But what I do know is I've talked to Mexicans. I've listened to Mexicans talk about us. There's been some honest Mexicans that will say that, yeah, we don't fuck with niggas. That's just how we was raised. Okay. I ain't hating on them. They can be raised like that. I ain't got no issue with that. But remember that when you want us to be by your side, remember that you don't come stand up for us. When black immigrants are being mistreated, you don't stand up for us. Hell, they was mad niggas didn't go hard enough about the Somalis up in Minnesota? The Somalians be out here talking shit about niggas. I ain't celebrating nothing happening to the Somalians, but bitch, if you talking shit about black people, fuck you. I don't care where you from. I don't care. That's, I think, what needs to be understood. I don't care where you from. If you talking shit about black people, fuck you. Okay? And there's a second layer to this. If you're a black and you talking shit about black Americans, fuck you. And I'm gonna ride. That's just, I've been like that. That's just how I am. I don't even let a nigga from Georgia can't talk shit about black people. I don't give a fuck who people are. I'm not allowing this shit to happen. You're not gonna cook black people in front of me. You're not gonna lie on black people in front of me. You're not gonna propagandize black people in front of me. I'm not gonna allow it. I don't give a fuck where you from. So that's just me. Y'all remember that shit, right? Exactly. Y'all, they didn't protest for us. They don't give a fuck what's going on with us. No one cares when stuff's happening to us. Nobody does. Except us. Now, what I will give people is, if we protesting about something, or we on some shit about something, they may come be a part of it with us. They may come stand outside, hold signs. They ain't doing shit else in their life. That don't mean they really give a fuck, though. Because that shit goes away. That shit goes away. They ain't never out there first. I know that. They damn sure ain't out there first. They not going to be out there first. That's fucked up. No, they'll try to come stand with us sometimes, and that's not even consistent. So, it just is what it is. I don't know what that. What's up, man in the future? Mad love to you for being here. But just know that ain't nobody standing up for us, so you can see it. I just don't forget. That's what I said. Tony Starks, I said that earlier. I mean, you might have missed it, but their biggest argument is when ICE is done with them, they coming for us. They been fucking us, and they're not coming for us. I don't even know why niggas are saying that. What's making us be like, well, when they get done deporting them to the countries that they came from, they're going to come deport us to where? The cops deal with us. The cops will not deport us. They're going to lock us the fuck up. They already doing the privatized prison complex. What the fuck are you talking about? The 13th Amendment. What the fuck are you talking about? They already been fucking with us. They just don't send us to no country. They put you in a goddamn prison. Or flat out kill you in the street. So I don't know what the fuck these niggas is talking about. This is scary nigga tactics. That's these scared bitch ass niggas out here that clearly done just forgot all about history. No, they house you right here. The fuck you mean they coming for you next? They feel prisons, your prisons are full with you right now. What are you talking about? Like, what are you saying? They're not deporting you. They're going to use you for free, cheap labor to have you in goddamn prison making fucking license plates and goddamn dining room tables and shit. What are you talking about? But see, because these niggas be out here bullshitting, not putting their arguments together, not thinking about everything. They think about one thing at a time. I'm a string theorist. Like, I'm going to look at the whole thing. They're not getting rid of niggas. They're locking niggas up in prisons to make rocking chairs and shit. They've been doing that. What are we talking about? Harsh mandatory minimums. Anti-black justice system. We're still dealing with that now. You'll get a longer sentence than a white man. Why? Why the fuck am I gonna go bump chest with ICE? Leave these good Mexicans, Hispanic, leave them alone. But no. I can't. We ain't even got them to leave my niggas alone yet. They putting you in a prison. Wiping out 20 years of your fucking life for non-violent drug offenses. Wasn't we just now talking about them legalizing marijuana and letting everybody out of prison that has non-violent marijuana offenses? We still stuck with, I mean, niggas. Hold on, y'all, hold on. I'm getting a little fucking, I felt myself about to get mad a little bit. Let me slow down. Because niggas be pissing me the fuck off. I'm not gonna lie. Because I don't know what the fuck they be talking about. Coming for you next. Like, ICE gonna come for you next. Like, I don't know what niggas is talking about. And I get mad when niggas call themselves being pro-black, because this is pro-black people saying this type of shit, that they coming for us next. Pro-black, Black Panther, RBG, niggas sitting outside with AK-47s and boots and shit. And what you mean they're coming for us next? What are you saying? You see what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't make any sense. You're making license plates right now. Non-violent drug offenses. It's legal in multiple states. The justice system been fucking you over since its inception. Why are you standing out? Why are you not standing outside for harsh mandatory minimums? You should have been outside. Waiting for ICE to come through here and deport people. You're a little late. You should have been outside. They're locking you up. I would argue they lock up more of us than they actually do murder us. I know murder, when they murder us, that gets us going the most. But I would argue they false imprison more of us than they actually murder. Why you ain't standing outside for that? Ain't nobody else standing outside for your ass for it. They know it's happening. You'll see stories all the time of black men being exonerated after 30, 40 fucking years in prison. Ain't no fucking Hispanics standing around outside. Y'all need to quit treating black people like this. Fuck that shit. We gonna ride. It's not happening. But these niggas want to act like they coming for us next. Bitch ass niggas. Bitch ass niggas. I hate that. Right. Exactly. At least, and see, the problem is not only lost in the when you say limited historical knowledge, I be thinking these to be these bitch ass niggas that, you know how niggas that have all these books in their background? Niggas kill me with this fake ass shit. Niggas that have all these books in their background. Done read all the books, all the authors just sitting up there when they doing their little shit. They got all these fucking books. Like, bitch, what? Y'all got all them books. You don't see me fronting, faking. I got a PlayStation right there. Like, I ain't about to lie to my niggas. I got a PlayStation right there. Now my PlayStation is fire. I should show the way I got my PlayStation coded. It's some fire ass shit. What the shit I got on it. But these niggas I have bookshelves, books, pro-black paraphernalia, books. But then your bitch ass don't know that my niggas is in prison making license plates. My niggas is being falsely in prison, giving harsh mandatory minimums all the goddamn time. But you done read all the goddamn books. This is why I don't fuck with these book niggas. Not that you shouldn't read books. But I know that reading all these books can't give you black power. It can't give you black power. It can give you black knowledge at best. But I feel like our memory is short-lived. It can't give you black power because niggas be having all these books. I don't know what to do for them. I don't know. Let me watch this shit. I'm going to show y'all my PlayStation real quick. Watch this. This is what I'm talking about. I'm going to show y'all my whole PlayStation real quick. Watch this. I'm going to show you what I mean. I'm going to show y'all my PlayStation. Watch this shit. Look at my PlayStation right here. Y'all gonna say, Rob, what the fuck? How you get a PlayStation like that? Don't worry about all that. Just know I'm dedicated. My life is dedicated to this shit for real. This is my PlayStation right here. This the back of it. This the underneath. Boy getting work, ain't he? This is my PlayStation right here. Ain't no big ass bookshelf back here. I ain't about to lie like that. Like, that's bullshit, yo. These niggas be having all them goddamn books. All the shit. All the drapings. And the veneer of. Like, man, you done forgot. Nigga. They got political prisoners in there right now. COINTELPRO, nigga, the government been against you. What are you talking about? And you outside with Hispanics. Hispanics ain't been outside with it's so frustrating to me. Cause these niggas supposed to be smart. That's what cause I'm like I said, these ain't no black Republican niggas saying it. These are RBG niggas coming to cuss me out about Mexicans. I had an Asian boy try to go in on me because I was going in about all other outside groups. Fuck Asians too. You got Crouching Tiger, Hidden Cave. That's all they are. Same shit as the goddamn Quinceañera Cave. Like, it doesn't matter. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Cave. This boy gonna come in my comments. Send me a picture of the Black Panther Party had an Asian boy in there with a beret on standing at, talking about we supposed to all be standing together. Bitch, tell Asians that. They built their cultural anti-blackness. I'm tired of niggas talking to niggas, yo. Stop talking to me about what we supposed to do. And you go talk to these motherfuckers. Asians chose to be anti-black. We didn't do shit to them. We didn't put no Japanese folk in no internments. We didn't do none of that. And they still chose to be anti-black. We didn't have them bitches on them railroads, working them bitches to death, building them goddamn railroads like that. We didn't come at their opium and criminalize that and, fuck with them about that. We ain't do none of that. Don't talk to me at all. Don't talk to black people at all. Go talk to them. Y'all don't laugh. Listen. Yeah, listen. Do not laugh at the Crouching Tiger, Hidden Cave is what I call them. Like, I can't. Those are the Asian motherfuckers. Like, it just is what it is. The name flips I've had a lot of time. Like I've been calling motherfuckers caves for a minute. If y'all hear anybody else doing it, goddamn it, they got this shit. Like I've been saying caves, and you should see how mad white people get. Just call them caves. I argue with them bitches. Look, Charles Darwin said y'all came from caves, bitch. Y'all Caucasus Mountain, y'all said y'all came from caves, bitch. I'm calling you what you said you was, but now you mad? Them bitches' heads explode. Boom. But this the way you're using it. Don't worry about all that, bitch. You said you was a caveman, Flintstone, bitch. You put yourself on the goddamn with a bone in your goddamn you yabba dabba do ass. You did that. I call you a cave. Now you clutching your pearls, bitch. No, not gonna work on me. Your anthropologist said you came from a cave. You came from the Caucasus Mountains, bitch. Ain't that what you said? Caucasian, right? So you a cave. That's not, you said it. You just mad because I'm saying it with a little oomph, huh? That's why they get mad. That's why they get mad. I seen them depict themselves as cavemen and women. Look at the theory of evolution. Look at these bitches. Monkeys and goddamn cavemen. Bitch, Neanderthal ass. Bitch, that's you. I just called you a cave. I ain't even put no adjective or noun with it. Well, I will call them a racist cave, but I mean, it's just the word cave or caves, and we're gonna do plural. I did do YCN the other day, just a young cave nigga. It was some little young white boy that was trying to act, quote unquote hip hop black or whatever the fuck. Y'all be calling my young brothers YNs. Well, I call them YCNs, young cave niggas. But either way, they get mad as fuck when I call them caves. And that shit is so fucking funny to me. I just be laughing like, cause y'all said it, bitch. I know y'all's history. Y'all said this shit. Your anthropologist said you came from caves. So go talk to them. Like, why are you talking to me? Like, why are you mad at me? Y'all thought y'all was gonna flip this shit, cause they called me a monkey and all this shit too, but no, y'all said y'all came from monkeys. I didn't say that. Now I had to learn the bullshit in school. I had to pass your test. I didn't concede to that. You said y'all came from monkeys, but then y'all start calling us like that ain't right. You're not gonna get that shit away with that shit with me. The lie ain't gonna work. The lie and propaganda. You said you came from monkeys. You said you came from caves. Bitch, get the fuck up out of here. That's how we gotta treat these motherfuckers, yo. We just don't got it. I don't think sometimes we don't got the heart to do it. We don't got the heart to do it. But y'all silly as hell, yo. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Cave. That's the Asians. That bitch gonna try to act like the boy was in the Black Panther Party. Let me get back to what I was saying. He gonna put me a picture of 1960s Asian boy in the Black Panther Party, and he an Asian talking about how much he love black people and shit like that. I was like, okay, where's your picture of you standing with some black folk at a protest or something? You gonna send me? I don't give a fuck about this Asian. And to come to find out, that Asian boy was an infiltrator that was sent by the feds. So, bitch, you don't even know the history of the person you sending. They done found out this bitch was working for the feds, which a lot of the motherfuckers was infiltrating. The Black Panther Party was working for the feds. Black, Asian, whoever. They were a little bit too friendly with their shit. But, like, bitch, y'all motherfuckers is for the feds, man. Get the fuck up out of here with that bullshit. I get tired of motherfuckers not knowing the history and then trying to come make me feel bad because I do. I haven't forgot nothing. That may be some black people's way to forgive and forget, but that is not my way. Not with other races of people. Now, when it comes to black people, I'm inclined to forgive black people. I wish we had this type of grace for each other that we seem to express for these other groups. I'm more inclined to forgive black people. That's what my forgiveness. I'm more patient with black people. Even when I'm, having even a debate or something with them, I'll go straight to cussing white folk don't get no. Non-black people, I'm up, I'm gone, I'm through there. Coons too. Now unless they soft shoe coon, because like I said, there are ranges, but I want to be patient with black people. That's who I want to be patient with. That's who I'm going to give and lend my forgiveness to, my grace to. It's going to be the black people. These other motherfuckers can get work. That's how I have built myself into being like that. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. So that's the energy that I'm trying to bring. I'm not telling y'all niggas I'm building a school. I'm not. I'm not telling y'all niggas I'm coming out with a DVD. I'm not. I want niggas. I want my people to stop cooning. That's it. It's simple. I ain't trying to take y'all money and no, none of that. Y'all can support the channel by, going on Patreon and fuck with me on there. Because again, I'm not going to monetize this shit. But you can fuck with me on there. But as far as just collecting money, no, I want us to right here. This is where I'm at right here. Once we get this part down pat, then we can move into other spaces. But right now, it's just this. We too scared, too dumb, got big stacks of books laying all over the goddamn place, and don't even know our goddamn history. Like, all this shit is out of control. And y'all is silly as hell. YCN, that's what we got to. We can't just be calling black young boys YNs. Can we? I mean, we gotta spread this shit around. We gotta spread it around, yo. Like, that's why I be telling people, like, I'm into reciprocity. I'm spreading shit around. The way we talk to each other, the way we treat each other, it's so many other motherfucking people that deserve that work. I'm here as the equalizer. Denzel. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm goddamn Denzel, goddammit. I'm here to do the work. I'll take people cussing me out. I don't care. Anybody in my Facebook page know I can deal with, please. It's light work to me. I'm motherfucking Denzel. I'm the equalizer. I'm gonna cuss white bitches out as hard as I can, as passionately as I can, with my whole chest. Don't care how they feel about it. Don't give a fuck. I'm gonna cuss motherfuckers the fuck out. Because I understand that that's the energy that we be having for each other. I want us to learn to have a little bit more grace with each other and go up on them. Go up on them. Crash out on them. We be doing it on each other all the time for no. I mean, it's mind blowing to me. My forgiveness is for black people. My grace is for black people. My empathy is for black people. It's not for nobody else. And I think we can do that. I think we at this point, based on what all we've been through, it's time for that. It's time for it. They queuing us up right now. I think it's time for it right now. I really do. And if y'all don't think it's time for it, it's okay. I'll do the work. Don't even worry about it. I'll be your representation. I'll do it. I'll do it for you to show you that you can do it too. It's not nothing. Ain't nothing happened to me. Y'all see me. Nothing happened to me. People been got them swearing. Look, they say when I got that tat on my hand, I don't know if y'all can see that light bright. This tat right here was gonna get me. I was gonna be a homeless nigga living under the bridge. When I got these tats and shit like that, niggas was scared for me. Niggas still be scared for me right now. Like, they don't understand energy. This the energy I have all the time. Ain't nothing about to happen to me. It's gonna be okay. And I'm not living under the bridge. I work, y'all know I drive these trucks and shit like that all over the country. I'm safe. Ain't nobody fucking with me. I debate people in real life. I'm on Facebook all the time, going crazy on there. Like, we just too scared. Like, a lot of us have fear. A lot of us have fear. And all of our ops are black. A lot of us have made that decision. That every op we have is a black person. And I disagree with that. I disagree with that. We need to change that narrative. And that's what B123 is all about. So before anybody, as I'm coming back into this YouTube space, don't let nobody try to define what B123 is. I done said it already. If you need more clarification, come to my Facebook page. Like, I'm defining this shit for myself. B123, what it is to me, I'm not gonna let nobody else define this shit for me. Everybody else can do their own thing. I'm not hating on nobody else's shit, but this is my shit. This is where I am with the shit. And if you fuck with that, then, subscribe, like, do whatever the fuck, with the shit. I'm about to get off here though, because it's about 10 now. I'm about to get the fuck off here. But I really appreciate y'all for spending this time with me. This is the Ice Age. And just like the other one that you learned, the prehistoric one that you learned about in school, you can't stop this. So relax. There's nothing you can do in any type of way whatsoever. You're not going to stop deportations. What you can stop, though, is letting motherfuckers lie on you. Letting these Mexicans lie and say they helped freed you from some goddamn plantations. Letting these bitch-ass niggas run around here standing for them, trying to make you feel bad because you know damn well that they anti-black. We've given our criteria. We require that all so-called Hispanic caves get the fuck up, come out here, denounce your fucking anti-blackness, and then maybe we'll listen to something that you got to fucking say. As of now, fuck you, fuck what you talking about, and you gonna quit all this goddamn lying on us too. You gonna quit lying, and you gonna tell us why you been anti-black and not anti-white. You should have been really against them. We gonna make motherfuckers explain why they been anti-black. That's what it's time for. Make these motherfuckers tell you why. It doesn't make any sense. If they don't call themselves fucking with you, well, you know, why y'all anti-black? What's going on with y'all? And then now you become a spokesman. You Mexican. If you're gonna be a Mexican, okay, you want to be, okay, go talk to your people and denounce racism over there with them. Don't tell us not to be racist. I'm tired of motherfuckers acting like it's us, like we're pushing other people out. We are too inclusive. Overly. We love everybody. This is how I know it. Like I said, if Christianity would have started with us, there wouldn't have been a need for a white church. It wouldn't have been necessary. We're all inclusive. That's how we are. So quit lying, saying we the biggest racists in the motherfucking. Stop that fucking lying. Y'all stop letting people tell those motherfucking lies too. It's up to us to call these motherfuckers out on that shit. All right? Mad love to y'all. I appreciate y'all for spending this time with me. I will be coming back more often. I will tell y'all that. Now, of course, with me being on the road, sometime I don't really know. I may even start going live sometime from when I'm in my truck driving, which I've done that before. But people really, really wanting to hear from me now. So, you know, I may start doing that more too. So y'all just stay tuned for that. Subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned for all of that shit. Again, if you want to support, links to everything in the description box. Come fuck with me on Facebook. We be over there getting it the fuck in on these caves. And anybody else that won't smoke, because I got it for them. All right. I appreciate y'all. I really, really do. I appreciate y'all for being here. I didn't really announce this well, but I appreciate the people that came and spend this time with me. So hopefully I'll see y'all next time. Mad love to y'all. Shout out to Team Rob. Y'all already know what the fuck it is. Black first, second, and third. I'm out.